We're good. We're twins. We're good. I don't know the rest of the fucking song because it's fucking dumb.
I'm gonna play a game from the past. It's called D&D and the session will last.
For an hour and a half until Dial shits his
Guess what,
pants
guys?
and
As I was
Dial
singing the
has
Twins
put up
Win
in
theme
his
song, the
beard.
Twins hit a home run. I gotta do that more often, apparently.
I'm gonna sing the AVGN theme, even though it's a dead and stale meme.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right. So that was fun.
Yes.
Okay. So how's everyone doing? Everyone
Real
excited?
good.
Let's go!
Excited to play again?
Fabulous.
Game time.
I don't know if you guys heard
Nice.
when I was singing
Game time.
the
Tidge is done
Twins Win
small.
song. The Twins hit a home run. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Finish
move you
score.
guys
I'm
onto
happier
this
for Tidge
rather
than I
than
am the
be in the
Twins.
fucking middle of nowhere.
I can't see what Ramsdale here.
Yeah, I know it's off the map here. This is the map from Durnhold, so
Oh,
But-
we don't have a new map.
well, you haven't seen a new map, no.
Yeah, but we've uncovered it ourselves.
That's
what
not
matters.
how that works, Tony. You don't have an auto updating map that you can just whip out that like all of a sudden there's
Tidge show.
shit revealed. Okay, so
I'm gonna take a look at a map.
last time we played, you guys had made your way from, I believe you guys were at the Lucent Retreat Inn when we started, and made your way into the Lucent Swamp, encountered some Medusas that were oddly shaped like basilisks, but they were definitely Medusas.
Yeah, that was
on,
weird.
Dial. Come on, Dial. We know it's pronounced Medusas.
Yeah. Good lord.
Medusas.
Meduses or Medusae.
Medusae.
Yeah.
Medusae.
After defeating them and not losing anybody in the process to petrification, is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys still managed to
Gentrification?
fuck it up somehow
How do you fuck up
getting
gentrification?
two members of the party blinded.
Get
by-
eyes turned to stone.
By exploring somewhere that you shouldn't have explored. Specifically by staring into a campfire, which you were not able to put out and could not stare away from once you started looking at it. But
We should have dove on it like a grenade.
thankfully, not all of you decided to stare into the flames to try to, I don't know, pull some like Lord of Light shit or something. I don't know. I don't know what the goal was, but you know. So you guys were able to save the. You guys were able to save two of your party members and bring them over to Ramsdale, where you encountered a very, very friendly guard, per usual, at the gate, who did let you
Not
in.
that
Honestly, he's up there in terms of
bad.
friendly.
Yeah, as far as guards we've come
Yeah.
into, he's top 2.
Top 1.
Yeah, honestly, might be
Top
top
one.
1.
Technically, Phil and Gary were guards too.
No,
so,
no, no.
Alright, top 2 then.
Top 3.
well,
Phil and
Top
Gary
2,
were
Phil's dead.
Phil and Gary were not guards. They were warriors. They were.
Yeah.
They're SJWs just like me.
They were guarding us. That's
Yeah.
to the extent of the guarding I saw them doing.
So, when you guys arrived, you asked the lovely gentleman at the gate if you could figure out how the fuck to get your party members unblinded, and you were sent in the direction of the tavern, which you later discovered to be none other than Grubb's Tavern, which is completely
Strangely familiar
coincidental.
to all of us, even
Yeah.
though we've never been here before.
I wonder how rich Grip is. with all of his franchises scattered
Is it
everywhere.
the same grub?
Mhm.
Yeah, it is the same grub. It's
Yeah.
like, it's weird.
Can he see all the dimensions at the same time?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think
exists.
he exists in all of them at once.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
Simultaneously.
Spider-Verse
Yeah.
movie?
The grub versus the expanding grub.
Yeah, that's the movie I'm making right now. So thanks for outing me there, Dial.
The twist is that Grub is the same in every universe.
Yeah.
There's no difference.
Yeah, I had a deal with fucking Paramount, but I guess that's over now.
Now I guess I'm gonna have to do it with Lionsgate.
Oh,
I have to go with Miramax now.
Damn.
And the big fella had some stipulations before I could make the movie that I was not a fan of, but well, thanks a lot.
Good job, Dial.
it's fun to be able to spoil things.
I'm gonna have to take a bath with
Speaking of spoiling things, and then somebody was talking to me. Who was
Yeah,
that?
we're getting there. We're getting there. So you guys stepped inside Grub's tavern. Delver went off to speak to the man himself, Grub, and he pointed you in the direction. Well, not physically in the direction, but told you to look out for somebody by the name of Levin Ramsey. Who was generally well connected throughout the town. You guys purchased rooms from him for the night for 1 gold. You also purchased a round of piss on the rocks and bread, a loaf of bread, which will pale in comparison to that which Marcus can create out of whatever he has in his bag.
I don't know if that's true.
He's blind. He
Hello.
knows it by feel. He
Yeah,
can make-
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna push him aside and start making my own.
Yeah.
The crazy twist is going to be when it's not Marcus that's good at baking, it's the demon that possesses him that's good at baking.
Yeah, we cure him of the demon and make the powers stay, but he can't make the bread anymore.
He was actually the worst baker in the land.
He's actually allergic to bread.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually no.
yeah.
You're
Well,
again speaking
no,
of
the
spoiling.
dog-
You're
the
spoiling the
dog-
twist that's when we found out that he made a deal with the demon to become a good baker, but
The
the
dog
devil
has a
powers.
gluten allergy. This we know. But
Uh,
I had an arc set up and everything, and guess I gotta pivot on that now.
the deal with the devil was to let the dog eat the bread even though he has a gluten allergy.
Oh no.
God.
anyway, so Delver went back to to inform the rest of the party that they should be looking out for somebody named Levin,
And we got
and
free
also that
Free rooms.
yes, and that the blindness should go away after a couple days, but can be treated to have that go faster.
I did not write it down. How many rooms did we get? Did you
Two.
write that in?
You got 2 rooms with 2 beds each.
Okay.
Harvey Weinstein, Harvey Levin, 9/11. Let's go.
Alright. So, last we left off, Delver, you were just finishing telling everybody everything,
Yeah.
and a hand appeared on your shoulder out of thin air, just the hand, nothing else. And the hand
Is
spoke
that
to
a
you.
JoJo's reference?
And then
Just
the
as a
voice is
hand.
in my head.
Yeah.
Fucking again.
So yeah, you hear a voice from behind you saying, "Delver?"
I sit for almost 3 weeks staring forward before. Huh?
Well, I blocked Delver's field of vision, and I didn't want him to turn around.
Yeah. I turn around and it's Donovan. I had to take a shit. Can you scooch over? Alright, I guess I turn around and go, huh?
Who did you think this was gonna be, Tony? By the way.
Hal Norton is my assumption.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and then Dial changes.
Just gotta-
right now.
just
Right
gotta
now when
cross
he's
that
out.
I figured you'd guess that, so I'm ahead of you. Don't worry. So you turn around, and there, standing in front of you, is a rather large man. Not anywhere near as large as Grub, of course, because I don't think that's quite physically possible. but still a very large man who you don't recognize at first.
Oh,
But as you sit there staring at him, and he's kind of awkwardly staring back because you haven't said anything for the last 3 weeks.
I've been trying, Dial.
The words just won't come out. I don't know.
They just won't come out.
Yeah. He sits there and awaits your response, and it finally dawns on
Yes?
you that you've fought with this guy before.
Fought with? Oh, hold on a tick. Is this my man? Is this a halfling man? Who is this?
No, it's not a halfling, man.
Not a halfling. Who the
Oh,
fuck?
he's very large.
Large guy.
Oh yeah.
Who have I fought with that's big?
He appears to be a Goliath.
Goliath. Is this Slartius?
It
Who
is.
the?
Slartius?
Oh, my man! You're alive, and I stand up. I go for the predator. Arm clap with him. I hold my hand out, like, oh my man.
Just so we're clear, I'm not gonna even try to attempt Monty's fake,
That's
like,
fine.
Scottish accent.
Yeah,
There's
it's
no
fine.
way.
I don't remember
There's
what
no
voice he
fucking
did
way.
anyway.
It was like a Scottish, like, I don't fucking know.
He likes the German one, so that's what I figured it was. But I just like that.
It's actually an Austrian accent.
It's Austrian, yeah.
And
Sorry.
it's
Is
a
that-
really
okay,
good
yeah.
Austrian accent.
He does a really good
He does,
Austrian
like,
accent.
I know Austrian people, and he does like a really good Austrian accent. Anyways,
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah, wow, it's Slartius. Hey, you got a couple of you. Just Donovan remembers Slartius.
brother James,
Yeah, he saved my life.
yeah, brother James would have showed up as Slartius
Slartius
was
was leaving.
making a tactical retreat back into the city.
Yeah.
He's tactically ascertained the
He
location.
actually ascertained that we were fucked out there, and he took off.
this giant is technically speaking not an African American preteen, so I cannot technically ascertain the location of his brain.
What is happening? I don't know what
God.
happened.
That character's a racist cop. Sorry, that character's a cop.
Yeah, thank you. That character is named every member of the NYPD.
+2 against dogs.
Anyway, yeah, so Slartius is here.
+2 against dogs, automatic crit against
Yeah.
black people.
See, it's funny when it's subtle, but when you just do automatic crit against black people,
Well, you know, that's what they do. They take, unfortunately.
Hey,
didn't handcuff
I'm
me
saying
at 20
it's
to
bad.
we got
I'm
you.
saying it's bad.
Yeah, we all know it's bad. No, so hold on, speaking of things that aren't bad, Slartius is alive. Good to see you.
That I am.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
thank you for saving my life. I never got to do that because you kind of ran away.
Yeah, once you healed him and then ran off, we dragged him out of the crater and got away. Man, what have you been up to?
Well, after I helped. What was your name? Donnie? Donovan?
Oh, no,
Man, that's,
no,
close,
even
that's
him.
closer than some
Yeah,
people.
that's good.
It's
Good enough.
Donovan. There you go. You can call me Donnie because you saved my life.
You're the one with the glowy sword, right?
Yeah, I'm the one with the glowy sword.
It glows even brighter now.
Can you do that again? That was really cool.
Well, maybe like when we go to sleep.
Okay. All right. Anyway. Yeah. So I forgot something back in the city, so I had to go back in to
Hey, us too.
Yeah,
to
no,
get
it
it. And after that, looked like things were getting, things were, not great, but it looked like you
Sicko
guys
mode.
had it out there under control. So
Yeah, I had it right until I didn't.
I kind of made my way over with a bunch of people that were all leaving the city out this the east side, and I just kind of followed them over here.
Did you? By the way, were you? I assume you were going with a crowd then, right?
I mean, we just happened to be going in the same direction. It was,
Yeah,
it
but I
was
mean that's
weird,
most of the. Did you run? You must have passed through the swamp. Did you? Were those people out there, all the stone? Were they turned into them while you were going, or
Well,
were they already there?
like I said, we just all happened to be going in the same direction. It was really an odd coincidence. I was just looking for you guys.
Uh, yeah,
Uh, but
normally.
as they were walking through, I happened to look behind me and noticed that there was a group of those dwarves that were attacking them. And I, of course, went back to do my best to help. But shortly afterwards, that's when the Medusas started showing up.
They were Medusas.
Bastards.
It's actually pronounced Medusus, so
That also isn't true. And
Yeah,
also,
we got a new part with last. Yeah, I got a new party. I think it's the same size, give or take, but yeah, entirely new members. Save
Hey,
one.
what?
Save one.
I've been new. Come on.
Except for the guy in the crater.
Yeah, I actually lived. Who would
Yeah,
have thought?
yeah. Believe it or not, he's the one that made it out.
Well, I'm glad I could help keep you alive. Unlike a lot of the people that happen to be following me over here to this lovely town.
Oh, how many people
How are
died
we
on the
gonna
way
turn-
to the town?
Well, we saw those
Well,
stone people.
there's
Hundreds.
some number greater than one.
It is definitely a number.
I would have stopped to count, but I was, I was fighting off the
Oh, yeah?
dwarves
Yeah.
and the Medusas at the same time. It's really
yeah.
I get that.
intense. So, I made my way inside of the safety of the town to get help. But
get help?
Well,
yeah,
you've got it now, friend.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, we're finally here.
which is great, But this was several weeks ago, and
Oh yeah.
I think those people are well, they
Yeah, we
they
passed
might
them on the way.
they might not be living again.
Oh, that's no good. Hey, what have you been doing for the last few weeks? Hanging out?
Oh well, I work here now. I didn't really have anywhere else to go because the city was my home, and there's been all sorts of rumors about the state that the city was left in.
Yeah, there's a dragon there now.
And he kind of like looks
Oh, also a whole bunch
little
of human
concerned.
dudes. Yeah, a whole bunch of human dudes have showed up in an army and then teamed up with the Durgar. Oh, also the dragon's in charge of both armies.
He kind of just like see like his eye twitch a little.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go back and take it if you want to fight with us.
Oh, well, I'd have to get someone to cover my shift, and
Where are you
you
working,
see,
buddy?
I work here now. I
He said that.
I help out Grub, and I get to entertain as well every now and then too, and play my music for people.
You're
Hey,
you're the closest person I've seen to being as tall as Grub, so that's
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
cool. Yeah, that's probably why you hired
Hey, do you
me.
got any
Also,
songs,
it's
like
real
any bardic
nice.
songs that cure blindness? Asking for a friends.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, I can check for you if you want, but
I
Try something.
yeah,
please.
I would be mighty
Who-
kind
who-
to get a check.
Who's this guy with the broad accent, guys?
Oh, this is
sure anything about
yeah. Well, who's the Scottish guy? This is Slardies. He fought with us when right before we met you. When we were trying to defend Lantagos. Here, and I pick up Henry and I hold him so he can reach out and touch him, so he can feel what's going on.
Oh wow! Oh
Yeah,
wow!
he's a big guy. He's a bard.
Wow.
he's
I can't
Titchy's-
understand what he's saying.
he's pretty well dressed for somebody who
He's pretty
works in a
well-dressed.
tavern. He's he,
You can't see.
I don't know if you've ever seen a Goliath before. Your character probably hasn't. So this is a pretty fucking big dude. He's thick all the way around, not fat, but like very muscular. But you can tell he is rather timid in terms of any sort of physical confrontation. It's pretty evident that he shies away from that. But he's bald head, and he I think only was in one session with our party.
Yeah, saying grease is the word, and he saved my life.
Yeah, this big guy should come along with us, and if
I
he,
think he did.
I can ride your back. I'll
I
have you
think
back at all times.
I think he's working pretty hard here. I wouldn't ask him to come with us on this dangerous.
Yeah,
little...
like I said, I'd have to get somebody to cover my shift, and
It's
I
fine,
work
it's fine.
here every night, so I mean, it's,
You don't get any days off. That's
Okay,
not
I'm
good.
just.
well,
Well, I'm just glad to see you made it out of there. It's good to see you. Son.
Have our friend has a hellhound. He can like
What?
he can cover his
that's okay. You don't need
The
to.
dog
you
can
don't.
stay.
I don't. I don't think the dog can.
No, can't quite sing like you.
Well, yeah, yes, of course. You may not or may not remember my beautiful battle song for us as we charged out
remember-
onto the battlefield.
I was inspired.
I was too.
I think we all were a little inspired.
By
The dog
all
only
yourself
exists
too. Yeah.
attacking too. So
Oh yeah.
we need some bait.
Can you sing the battle song again there?
Let's get down to business. That was one of
How
them.
you do?
That was the only one he did. Yeah.
He sang "Grease is the
Yeah, he
word"
sang a
to
Grease
save-
song too.
Yeah, but that wasn't while you were going out to battle. I don't think.
To defeat the Durgar. Write this. I got it written down somewhere.
Didn't know who right this was at that point, so I don't.
Yeah, but I reworked his song into my own.
Oh, okay.
I'm sort of like the Weird Al of this world, who's also probably hanging out in Grubb's Tavern somewhere.
Weird Al is definitely in D&D.
There are a bunch of weird people around you in this tavern,
knows what
and
names are.
there's a good chance at least one of them is named Al.
Weirdrick Alvin.
Somebody shout out.
No.
Ow! Ow!
I'll look
Oh.
for him.
Delver, I totally forgot. I was given this to give to you by.
What? Wayne? Wayne Brewster.
Maybe I don't remember. I only
Do you know
heard
what
his
they look
name
like?
once, but he is an older gentleman with a
Oh.
kid with him.
Oh, whoa! I think that's Wayne. What do you want? What do you want to give me?
He kind of reaches through, like rummaging through his pockets and whatnot. Hold on right here, and I will go get it. I need to find where I put it. What did I do with it? And he wanders off into a back
I do the
room.
Millhouse, looking at his watch. Waiting. Not suspicious.
He's disappeared for a little while, so you wait a few minutes and
Kind of looking over my shoulder, tapping, impatient.
yeah.
Where do you run up to? Slut.
At this point, Grub comes over with your full round, which he's
Oh, yeah.
carrying all 5 drinks in one arm and a loaf of bread in the other.
Oh,
I can smell the piss on the road.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's a very distinct odor to it.
Where is it?
He slides him down all around on the table for you.
When-
And he makes sure, Henry, for you, as you're kind of reaching out trying to find it, he takes your hand and places it on the actual mug that you've been given.
Thank you, sir.
While Henry's drinking, whenever he sets his glass down, I pour some of mine into his until like
too.
over and over again. Until... You say you too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drink again. You know what happened last time when I was drunk?
Yeah, I think we're gonna be okay this time. I don't plan on fighting a black. Marcus, we tell you how we fought that blacksmith? I'm sure we bring it up to everybody.
Oh yeah, you told me how
Nice.
you murdered him.
Okay.
Hold
Well,
on.
I don't think he's
Those
the
are strong words.
murder's a tough word here. I wasn't charged with anything.
Self-defense is definitely what he hit us. He swung at us first, so it was
Like, yeah,
completely
you want to give
justified.
me an extra 2 minutes for being the third man in? Fine. That's fair. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was second man, and I still should have gotten the penalty. I mean, what?
is this bread like any good? I want to break off a chunk and eat. Make sure. Actually, I want to break off a chunk and give it to Henry.
It's a
Make sure-
little dry, but it's pretty good. You've had much worse.
Probably the best meal we've had besides crab's bread since we've for a while. Actually.
Yeah, it is
think
a.
about that. Crab, that bread you made us is probably the best we've eaten since we started playing. we don't
Remember,
eat
we ate pretty good in the first tavern, the beer and stuff, the drinking
Yeah.
contest, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's the only reason you didn't abandon me while I was blind.
Yeah,
One
just
more
like
bread.
make some
We gotta
real
cure this
nice-
guy's blindness, because if we don't get that fucking bread again, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm
will.
gonna self-immolate if we can't get this guy to be able to see again.
I'm kind of like,
I
yeah.
get it, your monk self-immolate.
Yeah, thank you.
So while I'm both pouring my drink, making sure Henry's and Marcus have food, but I'll break the bread off and give it to them. Put their hands out, like, hey, right there, there's some food. Yep. And I want to look. Where did Stardies go? Did he leave the bar?
No, he went off into a side room that has like a half door in front of
I
it.
want to. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking whatever. Finish my bread, set it down, give it to Henry, slide my drink over in place of his, and say, "Oh, look, he brought you another one." Whatever, anything that's left in it.
Oh,
And I want to go take a peek. I just want to stand up, walk over, and kind of look in that room.
Okay.
See if I can do
As you stand up and start walking over, he comes bursting through the
Oh.
half door,
I just back up, right back in.
holding a crumpled up piece of parchment in his hand, and says, "Oh, Delver, yes, this was for you."
Okay, and I don't take it, see what it is.
And you take it and go and start to read it. Says, "Dear Delver, if you're reading this, it means you've made it to Remsdale."
Ah,
Ooh.
hey, whoa, he's a psychic. He knows I'm here.
I pray that you made it here
yes,
safely,
it does.
and I pray that you have Manfred with you.
Oh man, I kind of get a tighten the grip on this paper.
Terry
Sense
and I left the city when we realized, or I should say when Manfred and I realized that things were not going to go well for us. We took as many of the refugees as we could, Terry and I, here to Remsdale. Encountered some adventures along the way, and now I am taking Terry to the safest place that I know of down south.
Does he say where it is?
It's the monastery.
He does
it's
not.
the monastery.
Oh, yeah, I'm reading this out loud, by the way. So, James, I assume, is screaming, "It's the monastery."
Oh hell yeah!
Oh man, it probably is.
At some point, if you're
Table
still
talk,
alive,
Oh.
we will meet again. I pray that we do.
Yeah.
If not, Delver, I loved you like the son I never had.
Ooh, I don't read that part out loud, but I kind of get all
Oh, you
teary.
have to. You gotta stick to the formula.
No, I stop when I go to read, ooh. get all teary.
What was that last part?
We kind of cut out.
Nothing. He went south, and I folded up and put it in my pocket.
He went so.
No,
you
Sardius,
just-
Sardius, thank you so much.
Just Dick going, dude, are you crying right now?
Oh man.
Everyone else stop crying.
Yeah. somebody's crying in my face. Somebody peed my pants.
Yo,
But,
he peed my pants. It's not cool.
No,
At this
thanks,
point-
Lardy. So, like, just thank you so much. Thanks for bringing.
Thank
He
you, Oaf man.
nods and says, if there's anything else I can do to help here
Oh,
in this
what- yeah.
tavern, let me know.
I get to shake his hand, but also knock my drink over. And
Oh, God damn it.
sorry.
Got some on me. What is?
Okay, you didn't. Nothing spelled out.
Yeah, I caught him. I love my piss on the rocks so much. I caught
Yeah,
it
you
with my other
don't.
hand.
Yeah, you caught it, buddy, and it's just like I'm mopping it
It's
up.
like, yeah, it's like it's all over my lap, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. So yeah, Slarties, like I said a minute ago before you left, there is something maybe you could do. If you just have anything that cures blindness, that'd be great.
That would be great.
Speed up
So
restoration,
I
so
did
it's- I don't know.
a check through my instruments in the back, and I don't think I have anything that cures blindness. I can
Maybe-
cure incontinence though.
Can I
Can you
insight
maybe
roll
try
in
and-
here?
Yes,
Can
you
you
can.
maybe try and improvise something? and
I'm
try
gonna
and cure?
insight roll him here.
Okay. He
Mm.
appears to be telling the truth.
I just look at him and say, buddy, I can see what you look like. Don't tell me you haven't tossed enough batches that you've gone blind before. I can tell just by one look you've gone blind.
You know, honestly, I have never lost my vision before.
Hey, Slarties.
He didn't deny that he tosses a bunch of batches.
you have the things to defend.
That's all I wanted to make him say. There we go.
um,
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Slarties, how? I know your music is inspiring to say the least. You know how long people stay inspired for? Because I don't remember. From after they hear your music.
Bardic inspiration lasts up to an hour, Tony.
Oh, an hour? We're about to go to sleep. You gonna be here in the morning?
I'm always here. I live here.
Oh. That's, yeah, that's pretty good. Anyway, I think we're gonna go to sleep. Maybe we'll, pay for a song tomorrow before we go. Head out for our...
Maybe.
Ah, no need, friends. No need.
No
I shall
need.
treat you anytime you desire.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah, well...
When I'm not working or fighting off Medusa.
Fighting, yeah. Well, sorry, it's good to know you're here, you know, in case the fight comes to Remsdale. You'll
Oh,
be here.
I will be ready as long as I can get off work.
Yeah. It's probably pretty late now, right? Like, we're probably tired.
That's probably about like 10 o'clock at night or so, yeah.
You guys want to hit the hay? Go to sleep?
It's up to you. I'm pretty much just sleeping right now.
Everyone's
punch-
looking
I'll
at
punch
Slartius raises
I
his
don't
fist.
care.
I'll hit that hay with you.
I'll punch anything.
Alright. Well, let's,
I think Henry owes us all a room because we've had to buy him like 3 rooms on our adventures.
No, Grub gave us the rooms for free.
Oh yeah, okay. He still has to buy one.
He still he keeps well the good thing about Henry is he's small enough to sleep at the foot of a bed. He doesn't actually take up that much space.
Basically, he just.
Unfortunately, him and Mindy take up the bed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Tid, did you get that job?
I got an interview next week for it.
Okay, so there's still a chance that you don't get it.
Are you hoping I don't get the job?
I'm hoping you are.
No.
I'm hoping you are.
No.
Of
All I'm
course.
saying is, I'm hoping Slartius can cover your shifts. Only on Wednesdays.
All right. Let's. I say get to sleep. can start in the
Let's
morning,
get
go
that
find
done.
this Levin Ramsey guy, and maybe, I don't know, we can figure out if there's any soldiers in this town. Mount up. I don't think there's going to be enough people to head to
Sounds
Landagos
right.
with us. Alright. Well,
Um,
let's go.
I'm
Split.
gonna cradle Henry like a baby and take him up to the room.
You want to go
I'm
split the
gonna
blind guys in a different room or put them in the
Yeah.
same one?
Yeah, let's split the bite. I'll sleep under Henry's bed. You take
I'll go with
I'll
Marcus.
take Marcus with you.
And Eric,
I'll take Donovan. He can
yeah,
sleep in the other
Donovan,
bed.
James, and Henry
I'll
in one
s-
room. Me
yeah,
and
I'll
Marcus in
sleep.
the other.
I'll sleep under Henry's bed because I'm sort of used to doing that in the tavern.
Alright,
Yeah,
well,
you
it's
smoked into my bed.
so I guess unless anybody else, because I'm just kind of saying, hey, I want to go because I can't. I think we should wait till morning. But if anybody actually has something they want to do, then we should do it.
Yeah, level up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I forgot. Dial said we were level 9 now.
Yeah, only 9. I thought he said 12.
Oh yeah, me too. I also thought that.
Yeah, I know you just misspoke. That was a bit
Yeah,
of
that
an
was-
oopsie, but
yeah.
I covered for you there.
I think we're going to sleep then.
All right,
Yeah, that's one.
sounds good.
Yeah, you ever listen to the Joe Rogan podcast?
And how are you?
I can hear it through the wall. I can hear him ask, and I roll over.
How are you splitting up?
Me and Marcus in one room. The others in the other one.
And I'm sleeping under Henry's bed again.
Again?
Yeah.
He did that
Remember-
when Mindy was in there.
Yeah,
Does Henry know you slept under his bed?
yeah, I told him.
Okay.
Because he knew, yeah, because we had that incense was you? Oh, I thought it was Mindy. I'm just like,
The weed scented incense,
Yeah. that's...
which was my favorite Radiohead album.
Oh, God. Yeah, sorry, guys, I'm a little weird. I kind of listen to Radiohead.
Sometimes when I'm a little sad, I listen to Beck, Sea Change. I'm a little weird.
All right, so you guys make your way up to your rooms when your strange sleeping arrangements.
Strange.
A little
You're
bit,
sleeping
yeah.
under a bed.
Really normal. I call it extra normal. More normal than anyone alive. I'm the normalest man on the planet.
I mean, honestly, I think if we stay in Grubb's Tavern forever, we should be safe, because I don't think evil guys are allowed to cross the path.
Also, Grub is level 50.
Yeah. I don't think Grubb can ever be placed in danger. Like, he would just, like, if the city comes under attack, he literally, like, Grubb's Tavern is just not there anymore. Like, it's gone. Like, it transports to a different location. Kind of
And
like a
he-
Walmart, if the workers say, use the word union, it just
Yeah.
disappears and it pops up across the street. With all new workers.
Sorry, Slartius, you can't be in the musicians union.
He tried to
anymore.
unionize Grubb's Tavern. Grubb's Tavern.
Grub
closed
was
up.
Grub the only other person who works there. Is like, yeah.
The Union of Interdimensional Grubbs Tavern Employees.
Yeah, every grub is in the Grub's Tavern Union.
It's kind of
Oh,
like
God.
the Hall of Ricks or whatever the fuck that is, but it's
I just
It's all grub.
realized that grub is the worst type of person. A small business owner.
Oh no. I wish he was a corp. No, he's part of Grubco.
No, it's not in. There's no interdimensional incorporation papers, so it's not a corporation. There's only one Grub's Tavern per dimension
Yeah.
and time zone and timeline. So,
Yeah.
although
Did we
they
sleep okay?
I'm getting there.
Nothing bad
It
can
was-
happen. In
I heard a
Grub's
die
Tavern.
roll, but like that might have been him fucking with us too.
It's the
I
Citadel.
did just crack my knuckles, so
No,
that's
it was
okay.
him rolling dice a minute ago.
Nothing bad can happen in Grub's Tavern, unless Grub wills it, and
Yeah.
he loves everyone.
Unless we wake up and the Grub's Tavern isn't there and we're laying in the dirt because the city's under attack and he moved it with his mind.
Grub is the only non-evil small business owner. Not that the big corporation CEOs are not evil, too. Two groups of people can be evil at the same time.
Rythus and Windermere.
Yeah. Yeah, Rythus is like a Fortune 500 CEO, whereas Windermere is also like a Fortune 500 CEO.
Anybody else sitting around 400 gold, like give or take? I'm at 387. I think that sounds right.
I gave everyone my gold. And
Yeah,
I
we're
think
all
that's-
like.
But we are all like roughly there, right?
I think so.
Except maybe Marcus. Marcus probably has a little less.
I gave him a bunch of gold too.
You did.
For bread, that's right. Oh my god.
James doesn't have a concept of how much stuff costs, I don't think. Which is
Well,
good,
he
because that's
just
how the world
hates
should
money.
be.
He just
Alright.
hates money.
Are you ready?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So sleep finds most of you relatively quickly, with the
Uh-oh.
exception
Not it.
of
Not it.
you, Delver.
Ah, no.
You can't say not it when we all knew it was you.
It could have been somebody else is bound to have a crazy. Like Crab's here. He's possessed by a demon. I'm only a little possessed.
The demon's sleeping too.
Crab's demon and him are on the same sleep schedule.
He's pretty efficient, right? I mean,
It took a couple weeks, but they're like totally in sync. now.
Demon was jet lagged for the longest fucking time. Alright, what good shit happens in my sleep tonight?
They had to
Well,
get
before you even
blackouts.
fall asleep, you're having a tough time being able to stay asleep, given the note you received today. It's weighing heavily on your mind, knowing that Manfred did not make it,
Yeah.
and knowing
but,
that
you know, at the same time, Wayne made it, and he admitted finally that he loves me like a son. And now
Yeah,
makes
that's
me
a bit
feel real
dandy.
bad that I ran off. That I was all pouty and said, I'm leaving.
so there's
I'm
some
gonna go-
regret there.
Yeah,
There's some
a lot of regret. There's more regret
there's a
than anything.
little regret there that's keeping you up, but eventually you do fall asleep for a time
Yeah.
until you start to hear a female's voice whisper to you,
Oh, fuck.
Delver,
Go away. I'm sleeping.
Delver.
Fuck's sake. Are you in the room? I look up and I'm hiding under the blanket, like peeking my eyes over.
You're still asleep.
Oh, where am I? Where am I in this dream? I assume. Am I in a bed in a dream? Can I concoct a blanket to hide under?
In your dream, you've woken up in your bed back in the Brewster Manor. You
Oh.
look around. There's no one here in your room, but the female voice doesn't stop. Delver.
Fuck! What the hell?
Delver.
Look out the window. Ah! It's getting closer.
You look out the window and it's just black.
Black. Yeah. Out the door? Out the bedroom door?
You open the door, and as you do that, you see the giant white illuminated female face that you saw once before.
Oh fuck! Can I close the
This
door?
time, louder. Delver,
Ah,
wake
shit.
up!
Oh,
And as she does that, you come to,
fuck! Oh, damn it!
and almost immediately as you wake up, Delver, you
Came in your bed sheets.
you take 19 points of piercing damage.
What? Ah! Fuck! I scream.
Rape!
You look up, and there's a figure, totally clouded in black. You can't see anything in the darkness of this room. or past the cloak that they're wearing, that has just stabbed you right in the stomach.
Oh, you motherfucker! I grab him.
Does this wake me up?
Yeah, I'm screaming. I'm like, hey, wake up, fuck! And I don't know. I grab him.
As you look up, you reach over to grab him. Marcus starts to awake, and you can't even tell whether you're awake or asleep because it's just all black for you anyway.
I forgot I was blind.
Jinkies.
You reach over to grab this figure. Tony, go ahead and roll for a grapple. Roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Oof.
Oh.
Shit, that sucks.
Do we hear this from the other room?
You would have heard the yell, yes. So we'll get there in 1 second.
Was that a long rest?
Dover, you
Yeah, no,
reach
this
out
is
to
a
try
long
to grab this figure, and you are able to grab its arm as it pulls the knife back, going for another stab at you. As you reach out and grab,
Yeah.
this figure immediately almost just evaporates into dust in front of you,
Oh, that's when
leaving
I grab its arm,
behind.
it just-
Yep, leaving behind nothing but a cloak on the floor.
You
Do I
almost
have
just
the
got
cloak in my
Renly.
hand?
Did you
You
just
almost
do
just
the
got
Jackie
Renly,
Chan?
dude.
Oh!
oh, Ducky! Just the cloak, no dagger or anything. Any stabbing?
You'd have to like get down and look. It's fucking really black in your room right now.
Shit. Okay. Marcus, cast light. And I like squat down like, oh, this hurts bad. Oh, and I like start patting the floor, reaching for. Well, I pick up the cloak first of all, which I think I probably would have in my hand from like at least part of it, like the sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
and now I'm like lifting that, and I'm like reaching around for a like whatever. I don't know. I'm touching the ground.
Marcus, are you casting light?
He doesn't have light.
I'm a shadow sorcerer.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he actually did.
yeah.
So,
No, I was saying that.
Okay,
He's
alright.
got
I cast-
darkness.
I cast
Tony,
darkness.
give me a perception check.
Scared of the dark? Yep.
Natural 20.
Okay.
Scared of the
You
dark?
hear the teeny tiny pitter patter of what sounds like a rodent's footsteps, sprinting away from the room.
Hey, after that rat! Oh, fuck, I'm hurt bad. Oh, Marcus, stay here. And I fucking, like, kick the door down, following it, and I'm yelling. Everybody, I'm banging on the wall, actually. Because I assume I'm sharing, like, right next to them. I'm, like, banging on the
Yep,
wall,
yep.
James and them's room. And I'm like, hey, everybody can see, come with me. And I start following this rat. I'm trying to, like, just follow.
I
Okay,
immediately roll
you-
out from the bed and follow.
You have no idea where this rat went.
Oh, I have no idea where it went.
No.
Shit.
When you went, like, by the time you've gotten over to the door and like
I
walked
didn't find
outside
anything
and
walking
whatnot,
around, right?
no. The cloak was still on the ground. You weren't sure whether or not the weapon was still there as you were
Yeah.
drawn away by the sound of the
By the
scurrying here.
If James comes out of the room, I'm like, somebody just stabbed me, and I think they transformed. They're getting away. I don't know where he went.
I'm in hot pursuit. I'm trying to find whoever.
Tracking down.
Yeah. Should I Can I try to roll something to?
I'll let you do survival or nature.
Not investigation.
Not survival.
Well, you're
or
trying to
nature.
track a rodent.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
take
he's tracking a
survival.
rat. Yeah, you're right. Survival's like that makes sense.
17.
It's tracking.
Okay. You can tell just barely that it ran downstairs, but you have no clue where it went after that.
Can I try to follow it downstairs? If I keep following the track, would I be able to eventually find it, or is it just gone?
It's not so much that you found a track of
Yeah.
it, more that like you got a a glimpse isn't really the word for it, but you heard the faint scurrying
Yeah.
of the rat like down the stairs or whatever. So you can tell that it went downstairs, but by the time you get down here, there's no sign of it.
Yeah, it's hard to track a rat. Okay, so we're not finding this thing. I think I think that was one of those forest wizards.
Forest wizards.
At this
Oh
point,
fuck! I'm hurt. Just kind of like I got stabbed.
You know the forest wizard? You know those guys that live in the forest? Smell bad?
What?
Oh, yeah, druid.
I know a druid. I don't think he'd stab me.
as you guys are discussing out in the hall, fairly disheveled as you were all woken up in the middle of this, it's probably like 3 in the morning right now.
Very much woke, would you say?
Some of the other rooms, the doors start to open, various figures walking out. What is going on? What are you doing?
I got somebody stabbed me. No cause for concern though. Sleep it off.
It must have done something to deserve it. And then slams the door.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe. I don't know yet. Depends on who it was. I could have like.
I
God
believe it.
damn it! Oh, back to bed I go. Sorry, James.
I would offer to watch you while you sleep, but I want to go to bed, and then I just slam the door and roll back into bed.
Alright, yeah, when
Wait,
I
I'm still outside. What?
wait, I was looking for the rat
didn't
too.
say I locked it. I just, in one fluid motion, slammed the bed and rolled under the door.
Oh, right then, and then I opened the
opposite.
door and
Slammed the
gently
door
shut
and
it.
went right
I,
back under.
When I go back into the room and I close the door, I like go to watch the bed, stop, turn back, and lock the door this time.
I say to Henry, there's a monster under the bed. The hug monster! And I'd come out and...
I'm completely naked.
You also, James, find that the area around Henry's body is suspiciously wet.
No, the monster's going back under the bed, never to be seen again.
Yeah, oh, the monster died. Oh no!
Don't come near me. Don't come near me. Don't get in the bed. If it's all right with you, if you could just walk me to the toilet, because I'm a little bit too scared to do that again.
I pick him up by the shoulders, making sure not to touch the middle of him. Take him into the toilet.
I smell.
Looking around, is there any weapon? Have my eyes adjusted to the dark yet?
Scared of the dark?
Feeling around the cloak, you do feel a dagger underneath of
Stabbed
it.
by a monster?
Yeah,
Yep.
is it covered in blood?
You can't really tell. There is a liquid on it, yes.
Good thing I studied.
Is it poison?
Oh yeah, is it poison? Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Got
Can I
poison.
smell it?
The only thing you can smell is blood.
Oh. Well, maybe it is blood.
Shoot some bullets from my knife gun.
I don't know. Fucking put the dagger with all my stuff wherever, like belt, but I don't know, wherever I got room, and the cloak too. Can I? Is the cloak just a cloak? Does it look like in the dark here? Like this? I can't.
You
I
can't
can't just-
really make
can't
out
tell.
any specific details of it.
That knife was probably made by Boruto's grandpa. That means you can teleport right back to that knife. You gotta get that thing out of here.
Alright, well, I put the I put that with my stuff too, and I second wind, just in case I get stabbed again. Heal for 15, and go back to sleep.
Is it morning?
No, put
could've
that knife
just
in the
used hit
hallway.
dice.
That was made by Boruto's grandpa. You gotta get that thing out of here.
No, it's not morning. I know you can't tell. Sorry. It's like I don't know. It's dark. I can't see anything either. Sorry again. Too soon.
All right, wake me up when it's morning.
Alright. Hey, do you even have to close your eyes to go to sleep?
I'm gonna try to go to sleep with my eyes open.
Well, I mean, he is possessed by a demon. That could work.
I think it was more
And
about the
weirdly
blind
enough,
thing.
it
Yeah.
does. You
It
have
does,
no
yeah.
you have no issues falling asleep with your eyes open.
I go to sleep figuratively with one eye open.
My cousin once fell asleep with his eyes open when we
Yeah,
were
I've
on
seen somebody do that and
vacation.
it freaked me out.
Yeah, it was really, really weird.
Yeah, go back to sleep and I hope to not get stabbed again.
Yeah, me too.
We all hope for things, Tony.
The same exact thing happens again.
Yeah.
All right, Tony. This
Two
time,
guys stabbed me this time. Take 38 damage.
as you're laying there in bed, you eventually drift off back to sleep again.
You're
A
probably another
little
yard.
disturbed about the fact that you're the only one who got stabbed and that nobody else seemed to care all that much.
James went running.
I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, Marcus could die. I also said anybody that could see, and I think Donovan went out too.
Yeah, everyone
went
cared.
looking.
Everyone cared.
Everyone that could see and help
I
went.
went out looking, but I didn't roll anything, so I don't know if that even counts for anything deep down.
I guess not.
Well, for roleplay purposes, you
Yeah,
did.
for roleplay purposes,
Eric
he walked
Eric
out.
just kind of walked out and was like, "Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
here."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
As far as you know, I care about this.
Dude, is my sleep okay this time?
For the
I
most
swear
part, you
the
have
worst
some
thing happened
bizarre.
when I was asleep.
You have some bizarre dreams.
I know.
About all
Like
sorts of
an
things.
adventure type of dream? A bizarre adventure dream?
Yeah.
No, that's more of what he's been doing for the last like 3 or 4 weeks of in-game time.
Mm.
I'm on a bizarre adventure. Dofo's bizarre adventure.
Oh well, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is gonna be
Yeah.
grand because that's gonna be the name of the one shot.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, anyways, we're all going back to sleep. I guess?
Eventually, the morning finds you.
Oh. I let Marcus
Morning.
know.
Is it morning?
Yeah, it's morning.
So
Can they
we all-
see? Did they wake up with sight?
Did we all heal up now?
Yeah.
Marcus and Henry.
Do we see?
I need Constitution saving throws from both of you.
Oh, we're dead.
Come on, let's get 2 successes here.
Mm-hmm.
They
Can
just,
I
like,
help?
Try. What's gonna happen if they fail it?
Okay,
That's
16.
That
Oh,
is not.
no.
That is not a 16.
Okay. Neither of you have your vision returned to you.
Ah, so that's when it's probably just an easier saving throw every time. That's probably.
Or it's, you just gotta
Or
hit
it's
it.
not.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, just getting cured of blindness seems like a pretty high roll. No matter
Delbert.
what.
I also need a Constitution saving throw from you.
I was poisoned, wasn't I?
I was poisoned. Nat 1. Here it comes.
It's quite possible.
Death.
Instant death.
Sorry.
Delver is gone. Good thing we're in Grubb's Tavern, so Dark
15?
Delver can have
Yeah.
a seamless introduction.
Okay. You feel a searing pain as you wake up in your stomach,
Oh, god damn it.
but
gotta shit.
you are able to push through
Oh.
and resist the extra pain.
I look at my stomach. Is anything there?
It's a pretty good stab wound.
Yeah.
It goes probably several inches into you here. It doesn't quite come out the other side because, you know, you're stunning abdominal muscles.
Yeah, I
but-
flexed right when it went in and
Yeah.
pushed the knife out.
No, Flex is your other dude.
Oh shit. He's flex buff chest. I'm flex
Buff.
I'm chest rock hard.
Are you Mr. Big Chest?
I believe this guy's name is Lethargio.
I go over and look at that knife that stabbed me.
Okay.
morning.
You left it laying on the floor, so.
I said I put it with my sword and stuff.
Oh,
like at the
sorry,
belt.
sorry. Okay, yeah. It's still there.
Alright, what's does it look all like at the end? Can I tell if there's like poison or something on it now? Now that's morning.
There's some dried blood on it. It's mostly everything you can see, though the blood does look a little darker than what
It
it
should.
probably should.
Yeah. Okay, so something was iffy with that blade. How about the cloak? Any discernible features?
I'll tell you what
None
happened.
whatsoever.
Cat stabbed you.
None. Yeah, and then he turned into a rat.
Yeah.
Or Kai bombed it. It was both of them working together.
Kaibom turned Neris into a rat, and then he untransformed and retransformed.
You think that was
Simple.
before or after he turned himself into a fish?
A lizard.
No, a fish.
Lizard
then
turned into a fish.
Yeah, the fish turned into a lizard. Then
No,
the
no, no,
lizard
no,
turned
no.
into a fish.
I'm suggesting he was one of the fish people that attacked you.
We're stabbing
No.
the shit out of us.
Yeah, well, that's his true form, obviously.
Hey, to be fair, yeah, this was only the second worst attack to come in our sleep.
Speaking of coming in sleep. Third.
Ooh.
You were right earlier, by the way, Tony. You absolutely caught me rolling.
Yeah, I heard it. I was like, oh yeah, there's no way. I thought, maybe you're just rolling to make it go through, freak us out a bit, but I was like,
Yeah.
you never
That's
know.
the classic DM technique. is
Yeah, when
just
you go
roll
long enough
and
without a roll, you just roll
you
dice.
just roll dice, yeah.
Just to fuck with them.
And it works every time, even against people who know what that is.
Yeah, because
Because you
if
never
you're
know.
not,
It might
yeah,
be something.
Yeah.
like that time.
Yeah, like that time it was something.
I'll tell you what it was if you want to know.
Was
Yeah.
it the attack?
No, it was the stealth roll.
Oh. Well, I was asleep. I got like a passive of probably like 11.
Exactly. Your passive
So-
was 13, I think, and Crab's was 10.
Oh yeah, my passive wisdom should be like.
Plus I had a Crab at a disadvantage anyway on that. Well, not at
'cause he's
disadvantage, but I gave him -2 on that because he was fucking blind.
I know this is unreal. I got a tweet just now. McKinnon is injured.
Oh,
Yeah, that's no good.
how
Sorry.
bad?
I don't know. He went to the room. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah.
It's just popped up like I just got a notification.
They're
Um.
only 2 minutes in too.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
Anyway, I help Marcus up. Anything, lead him wherever he needs to go. Grab us water, food
You
downstairs.
gonna wipe for him too?
No, he's just dropping and walking.
I'm gonna.
Tony,
What?
as you get up and start to move around, you realize that it is actually challenging to move.
Oh,
Your muscles
goddamn.
feel fairly tense.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't like this.
You just got basilisk venom in you, buddy.
Bucko.
I need a fucking massage
You mean
bad.
Medusa
I
venom?
don't think that's what you need, but
You need a massage?
Maybe.
The
I-
demon's really good at massages too.
He knows Swedish massage, shiatsu.
I
and-
ask, is Grub downstairs working? I assume he's always standing there working.
Yeah, Grub knows
yeah.
any kind of massage.
I when we go downstairs, lead Marcus down, set him at a table. I go over, I say, "Hey, Grub."
Yes.
Yeah. Like I don't. This isn't a knock. I won't be leaving a bad review or anything. But I got stabbed last night. Some guy came in and stabbed me.
I think that's at least a 3-star review.
No, it's not Grub.
It was a free room. What do you expect?
Well, I appreciate the lack of a bad review because my Yelp score means a lot to me.
I was yelping last night when I got stabbed. Anyway, and I'm not feeling so hot.
So
right now.
you're saying that he kind of brings you over, puts his hand to your forehead. You don't,
He's just
you
engulfed
don't
my head.
feel hot at all.
Oh. I don't.
Do you normally feel hot?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well, in that case, you should probably have somebody take a look at that.
You know who could take a
Anyway,
look? I'm feeling
you-
tense.
so-
You got a doctor? Doctor in town anywhere?
I mean, there are people that could help you. Yes.
Cleric? Yeah. I'm gonna need one of those.
Hey, I'm part cleric.
No. I'd ask you to look at my wound, but no.
Let me see. I wonder if, and as soon as he says that, the door to the tavern comes bursting open. Are you all downstairs? Did you all make your way down, or
Yeah.
is it just Delver?
I was just at this time I was like throwing a Henry in a bucket of water.
Marcus
Yeah.
and Henry would have needed help getting downstairs.
I'm,
I was.
I
was
said I helped Marcus.
I'm at the table. I'm just sitting there. I have no idea what's happening around
I
me.
keep looking over at him, make sure nobody's taking him and run off.
Maybe you should be
Like
working
he's a
on Henry
purse.
more.
Standing in the doorway is a fairly tall, very skinny, lanky, almost like crooked in some ways, individual who is wearing a cloak around, like not a hooded cloak, but a cloak over some pretty strange looking clothing, really, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Nothing overly nice, just bizarre. You can't really place your finger on why it looks weird. It just sort of does. But he is longer, fairly, unkempt, red hair, vibrant red hair.
Like not
Stands-
orange red, like but red.
Oh, like red hair.
Yeah, red.
Yeah. No facial hair.
Yellow leather.
Looks rather young, despite his size. And without saying anything, just sort of stares at you with this bizarre look on his face.
You a doctor?
Absolutely nothing of the sort. If I had to be honest with you, I have pretended to be a doctor before, but I have never once successly medically taken care of
He's
an
not a
individual.
doctor. He's not a doctor.
You know a doctor?
This guy sounds like a doctor.
I do not
I
know a
you're
doctor.
blind, but are you deaf too? Jesus.
I know a bunch of other people that could do things, and I can do things too. What do you need a doctor for?
I got stabbed.
Did you deserve it?
I haven't figured that out yet.
So yes.
It's possible.
All right, let's hold on a second. Grub, is this who is this who I heard about showing up in town? And Grub sort of looks over and nods.
Heard of
Yeah, I told them to find you.
this? Oh, are you Levin Ramsey?
I certainly was this morning when I woke up. So I hope I still am
That's,
right now.
This stick is not gonna get annoying at all.
This
This
guy,
is-
he's something.
This
He's
is something.
a
This is gonna be good if he does this the
I
entire
like this
time. we
guy.
know him.
Yeah, I like this character. Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm Delver Fudson. I was asking around for you.
Yeah, I
I'm a
heard
little
you guys
late,
were
it's-
drifting on through town.
No.
It's close. He said drift in.
He's one of us. He's allowed to say it.
But what?
I can tell.
I mishear, and I'm just like, did he just say what I think he said?
no, drifting. Anyway,
He's
I
talking
kind of
about cars.
I kind of walk over,
What
little,
cars?
I guess slow because I'm not feeling so hot. And I say, yeah, I go shake his hand. Nice to meet you.
He looks at your hand for a second before realizing what you're trying to do, and then really awkwardly puts his hand out and grabs with both hands, grabs your hand, like
Yeah.
cups them around and starts
Yep.
shaking it.
Yep.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance, Mr. Stabbed. What shall I call you?
He called me Delver.
Mr.
Oh yeah,
Del-
these
Delver,
are my party, by the way, and
yes.
these are little ones. Henry,
Your party,
cloaked ones,
yes.
Marcus, hooded ones, James. That one's Donovan.
So,
Well,
2 of them are blind.
I
Can you
will
cure that?
like okay. As I said previously, I am not
Just check.
a doctor. I did not go to school for that. But I have ways of providing aid to you.
Oh, that's good. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You can help us out?
Well, okay. Look. Um, yeah. Just come with me. Come with me. All of you. You're all together, right?
Yeah,
All of you.
we're
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yep.
Believe
Yep.
you me.
Yep.
We're
Okay.
coming.
Come with me. Don't leave anything here. And make sure that you give the keys back to Grub for your rooms. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Give him put the keys down, whatever. Put my key down.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and then I take Henry Marcus by the hand,
I'm
walk
gonna
him out.
pick up Henry.
Oh yeah, you could carry Henry. I'll hold Marcus's hand and lead him along.
Grub
I don't-
kind of looks over at Nevin while you're doing this, or at Levin while you're doing this, and it's like,
Bye,
I've
Grub.
told you before that you don't need to remind people of that, but I do appreciate the help, Levin.
Yeah, does he just snap and the keys disappear?
Anytime. I am always happy to help anybody that is passing through. You know it.
Let's go.
Bye,
Alright.
Grub.
Thanks for everything, Grub. I put
Grub
So,
says,
yeah.
I'll
Lock
look
the front
into the stabbing, by the way. Any description at all of who
He
stabbed
was a
you?
rat.
it was a cloaked figure, and
He's
then
also a rat.
and then I reached out, and he was
Show
nothing.
him the cloak and the
rat
dagger.
scurrying away.
We got this cloak and this dagger, Grub.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. You want to look at it?
Sure, yeah. If anything, I might be able to recognize who it belongs to.
Oh, okay. Show
I'm
it
not
to-
making you any promises.
No, but here you go. Take a look. I don't know.
Believe me, Grub, we know your promise is worth more than gold.
I can't say I recognize either of these. These are about as generic as they come.
It's probably the plan.
Yo, this guy's a bit of an NPC, isn't he, Grub?
This is actually Valyrian steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Grub, while being a transcendent,
Transfer.
Translates.
he holds his fist up in the air.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he
Translates
does
in
not.
human rights.
He does not know everything. Levin standing, waiting impatiently outside. Come on, we should get to the place that I was gonna
Yep.
bring you to.
Okay, it goes back,
soon.
Grub?
Yes, let's move on out. Go ahead and follow me.
Do I get the cloak and dagger back from Grub, seeing as he can't really do anything with it?
Up to you. You can
Yeah, I
leave
want
it
it
there
back.
if you want. Okay.
Thank you, Grubless.
So you take him back.
I stuffed the
Uh,
cloak in my disguise kit.
Grub is short for Grubless, by the way. This is lore.
Well, we all knew that.
As you are walking out, I need perception checks from Delver and James and Donovan.
Donovan.
What? I'm not
Okay.
perceiving anything.
Yeah, you're blind. I got a 20.
Can we use my last one?
I got a 20.
I got a 5.
Well, I'm seeing whatever this is, so probably fine.
Hell yeah.
James, you notice as you guys are walking out onto the street here, there is a rat that goes scurrying by.
I point at it
can't
and go,
recognize.
there it is! And I throw my boomerang at it.
Oh no. What if that's just a random rat?
Okay,
I'm throwing my
Uh,
boomerang at it.
roll
Doesn't
for an
hurt.
attack.
Do I get to too? I'm whipping the knife. The same dagger that stabbed me at this
Sure,
rat.
go ahead and
Oh
make an
Jesus
attack.
Christ.
Is a throwing dagger dex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So that's only a +5 for me.
Only a +5.
That's
oh
that
wow,
one
you
whipping
guys
that dagger.
really,
Yeah, we've.
you guys really.
Hey,
hate
you
that
might
rat.
hit a rat with a 10.
Yeah, the boomerang is coming back even if it doesn't.
The boomerang does hit the rat and immediately causes it to cease movement.
I got it.
Shortly after which, a knife goes flying somewhat in that direction before it finds itself embedded into the side of Grubb's Tavern.
Oh shit! I run up and I. All right, we're even now, Grubb's Tavern. We've both been stabbed by the same knife.
The stabbing came from inside the house.
It did.
Alright, the rat is laying there, motionless.
I run up to it with my arms behind my back.
Is it just a rat?
Is it?
James, is it just a rat?
James?
Is it?
You gonna check?
Oh, I'm gonna do in some sort of check.
Investigation.
I'm gonna bet it's just a
Investigation?
rat.
Not nature, isn't it? Couldn't it
You
be
could
a
do nature, yeah.
Well, that's the same thing. I'll do investigation. You said investigation.
Shit. Unnatural 1.
It's a shitty little dirt and poop eating rodent.
Yeah, this is a normal rat. You said it was a rat.
I said it was a rat. You said it was a rat. I didn't see it.
Well, one of us said it was the rat.
I think how we
Yeah,
almost
Delver,
got
you just
away
kind
with
of,
that.
when you heard rat out loud, you just kind of turned around and whipped a knife in the general direction. Like, you just kind of like.
Yeah, I was, not gonna lie, I was definitely gonna try to pass it off like this was your idea.
I should have tried to shoot the rat with the gun.
Oh, God. Rocky.
Alright, well, okay, sorry, Levin. Got distracted. Thought that was the guy that stabbed me.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure how to tell you this, but that was a rat, not a guy.
Yeah, the guy that stabbed me turned into a rat.
Uh-huh.
That's only that was the third weirdest thing I saw yesterday.
Well, I have seen many weird things in my time. Have not seen a rat man, but I did know this one guy named Austin once.
Oh,
who was a bit of a rat.
Yeah. Was the rat named Marchie or Ryan Gardner?
the rat was named Marchie Gay 45.
Yeah, that's it. That's the same rat.
He also had a pet rock, I think.
That rat was named Dungeon Marchibald.
Speaking of which, hey, you guys want dinner? Because there it is.
Oh, Jesus. No.
I
just woke up.
I
How
make
was
sure
it
to
dinner?
pick up my boomerang.
Your boomerang came back to you.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't come back unless you
Miss.
if you hit something, it comes, or it doesn't come back. It
Gotcha.
just falls to the ground.
Okay.
That'd be pretty overpowered if you could just whip it, hit something.
Well, I thought that was the whole point of it.
No, it's only if you miss it comes back.
Well, I have to say, I guess it wouldn't be that weird to be stabbed by a rat. I have seen a man who used to have a pouch of cockroaches that he would throw around the place. So definitely.
Oh, no.
Sounds like I wouldn't want to be around that more than 1 or 2 times before I got sick of it and stopped doing that.
Yeah, I tried to avoid him myself. So do not blame you there. Anyway, we need to go this way. And he points in 2 different directions at once, and then walks off in a third.
Okay.
I don't
Look
like
back
that.
and be like, all right, and keep walking, following him. It's like a Dr. Seuss character. Do I go this way or that?
I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I am not a doctor. I am sorry.
This is a catchphrase, dude, isn't he? Oh.
I did not.
I like it.
I did not finish my medical degree. So, apologies.
All I did was play one on TV.
In the past.
Alright, where's he leading us?
He leads you through town, and as you walk through, you can see that like Grubb's Tavern is honestly one of the nicest buildings in this town.
I would have assumed.
Most of these, well, it's not even like that nice. Like coming from Lantagos, which is very upscale for large parts of it, you've all seen buildings
And Durnhold, probably, right?
yeah,
Like
Durnhold.
Nice.
Durnhold's decently nice, but it's
Yeah,
it's a
it's
mix.
nicer than this.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty mean.
This is like kind of what you'd expect from like a fucking basically tribe of humans that live in the middle of a fucking like infested swamp.
Yeah.
They're not the most advanced people.
Yeah. It's a nice shelter. Like, it's safe.
Yeah.
Well, or so we thought. I got
Yeah.
stabbed. Had more damage dealt to me here than I did in the swamp.
So, as you walk through, he leads you to this teeny tiny little shack that honestly looks like it's, maybe the size of like a couple outhouses put together. I'm gonna need all of us. We're gonna file in here. It is a little tight, so just one at a time, please, and follow me.
I'll go first, leading Marcus behind me.
I'll go in the back with Hanky on my shoulders.
Okay.
Hanky.
He opens the door and steps through, followed by you, Delver.
Yeah.
Then Marcus. And as you all file in, you quickly realize that the inside of this shack is considerably larger than what it appeared on the outside.
I figured that was about to happen.
Yeah, this is Dr. Hoops, isn't this?
Most of the
Not a
things
doctor.
in
He's
here,
not a
it's relatively like nicer than some of the other shitholes in this town.
Yeah.
That's pretty mean.
But things are like all over the place. Like
Yeah, this
there
dude's
seems
not
to be no
organized.
rhyme or reason to like any of the rooms. Like you can't even tell like a living room from like a kitchen. It's just kind of all like jumbled together. And he leads you back through. Delver, you first, rummaging through a trunk here in one of the side rooms. And you can hear the rattling of various bottles as he's rummaging. Eventually pulls out one that is glowing red, very faintly. Tosses it at you without even sort of looking at you, just kind of haphazardly chucks it over to you.
Make him do a save to see if he catches it.
What? You bastard.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Tony.
Yeah!
Alright.
That's one of your good ones. That's not so bad.
Yeah, I actually... And also on dex saves, I succeed even if I fail. No, I think I only don't take damage, but I do get an extra +2 making dex saves that only affect me. Which isn't very good still.
You're fine. Look at that.
That's pretty good.
You do catch this,
Yeah.
and he says, you should probably drink that whole thing. That should help the general tightness. You said you were getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That should do
I
that.
smell it. Do I recognize this at all? Like, have I ever seen, like, what color is it?
That's red.
It's red.
Yes.
Which Woody Allen movie are you from, buddy?
Is this Woody Allen? Anyway, I say, all right, look back, and it's like, wish me luck, and I drink the whole thing. He said.
Okay. It goes down relatively smoothly. It's completely flavorless as you drink this, and it's no more than
Poison.
probably like 2 shots worth of liquid.
Poison.
Oh, it's not that much. Okay, I thought it was like.
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
A file.
After having done that, he
Joyful.
kind of puts his arms on his hips and stands up. So, well, that handles that. You feeling better now? Are you?
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Oh, I am. It's like, yeah, I do. What is that?
Well, it is something that I threw together once, trying to create something very different, and that came out. But it seems to
That's how
be
I was made.
some form
Whoa!
of
Jesus.
fire alarm in a bottle.
Is there a fire? Is your place on fire?
Who's
What
on
the fuck?
fire?
What
Yeah, was
kind
that
of
okay? Who
technology
was
is that?
But I might be on fire.
Oh, you
Go
alright? Somebody
check.
cooking something? No, he doesn't
Probably.
need to check. He's fine.
I
He'll
might
make
be
it.
on
Don't,
fire.
please
Well,
don't asphyxiate.
we'll find out later.
What's this?
Yeah.
What's this doctor doing? I don't like that screech.
Well,
That's the sound I made.
I am actually, sir. What is your name, small one?
Is he talking to me, guys?
Is he
Yeah,
talking to him? Yeah.
He is.
Small
Tid is
one?
facing the wrong direction.
I turned him around.
Hello?
Yep, he's talking to you.
Oh.
Okay. This guy can't see, can he? That's
No. Or,
okay.
or that one in the cloak.
I also can't see.
Yes, I can't see.
What was your name?
Henry.
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 Okay. So,
I'm getting married.
okay. What?
Yep.
What?
Pat him on the back.
Very.
Would you like to come to the wedding?
Well,
Slarties can play.
let's see how things go, and we can make that decision at some point. Not now.
Okay, I've got you down as a VIP.
Ah, cool. Yes.
Not
Yes.
now, though.
Thank you. Now ooh. And he's looking over at Marcus. What was your name?
Hi, I'm Marcus.
Marky Mark?
Marky Mark.
Marcus Greycastle.
Why'd you say it like that? See
Marky
something
Mark?
iffy about this guy? No, when he said,
He's something iffy about
Like-
Marcus because he's
yeah, he
possessed
seemed a little
by
iffy
demon.
about Marcus.
Because he's
You
possessed by a demon and he
you-
probably
Yeah,
can see
maybe
it.
he could probably
Yeah,
tell. Exactly.
you
That's
carry
That's
a
fine. That's
very
not
very-
really a big
Oh.
deal.
dark presence around you. Are the rest of you aware of this?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've
I'm a
detected it.
paladin. It's screaming at me the entire time I'm walking.
It's
with
also
it.
screaming at him to kill us, but he does a good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. It's
I
fine.
made that joke last time we played. It's just always kill them, kill them, kill them. And he's while we're talking to him, like, hey Marcus, do you think we should go here? Kill them, kill them. He says, yeah, I'll go with you.
He just keeps making bread and the demon inside him just screaming in agony. Why?
Yeah,
If you kill them, we can make bread out of their bones.
yeah. It took me a few
Yeah, I'll
months
make- yeah, I'll
to
make you guys-
settle the voices down, but I started ignoring them.
Doesn't seem very dialed down.
Just
Seems like it's screaming.
Ah, yeah, bread. That is a good idea. Balthazar.
How attached to it are you?
Oh,
The demon?
The darkness. Yes.
I mean, once I get rid of this thing, I'm going home. I'm gonna see my wife and kid.
yeah. Oh yeah. Marcus, unlike the rest of us, has something to live for. And Henry.
So I mean, if you can get rid of this demon,
Well,
I can finally
We'll
leave
never
these
see
people.
Crab again.
I'm not-
Crab's down a player again.
Crab's
I
like,
am-
I'm sticking to character, guys.
I
Okay?
am not sure that I can do that, though I have never performed an exorcism before. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a doctor, but
Doctors don't even perform exorcisms.
at
This is-
at some point, I would like to try to exercise that out of you,
I don't
if
think
you
that's
will
a
allow
good
me.
idea. I don't. I 0%.
This sounds like a good idea.
For
I don't
now,
need to wait
though-
until after This is dead.
I
Save the
haven't-
world.
I mean,
Tested an exorcism.
did-
I don't think that's a good idea.
Did you
not
say?
toned
Hey,
at all?
Did you
hey,
say
look,
write
this
this?
guy's.
Is there anything?
Yeah, I did. That's kind of who we're trying to stop. That's what we came here for, looking for a few
Oh.
soldiers. We're hoping there'd be a bigger army.
Oh! And he claps his hands
Here. This guy's like, write this.
and makes a little like flicking motion with his hand, and floating over from a different room behind you
Oh.
comes this book that lands gently in his hands.
Oh, I thought it was
He
gonna
opens
drill
it up.
one of us in the back of the head as it was.
Deck save.
Rythus. Now you know about Rythus, which must mean that the rumors of his return are true.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Can
we've seen him.
confirm. We've seen him.
you have seen him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hanging around Lantagos. He'll be back anytime.
It
Maybe he
is
back.
a dream of mine to see a dragon in
I
person.
don't want to see right this.
Hey, do we still have the scales? No.
Yeah, do I
Windermere's
still have
got
the
them.
scales?
Windermere
It's
took 'em.
rhubarb.
Yeah, the rhubarb is back with Windermere.
I'll tell. I'll tell him. Yeah, it's.
Well,
You know, doesn't that seem a little unfair that this guy wants to see a dragon his whole life, and we've seen 3 of them in the last week?
You've
Yeah.
seen 3?
Yeah, and killed one of
And
them.
killed.
Killed
Yeah,
one,
killed
rescued
one.
one.
Yeah,
and
killed one,
observed
rescued one. Yeah.
He's looking at you just dumbfounded. This is. Oh.
Your book
my
say anything about
goodness.
Aldrin?
Of course.
Yeah, he's our man. We saved him,
We're
and he's
friends,
yeah, we're gonna fight Renthus with him.
We saved him very efficiently. The most
Yeah, it was
efficient thing
nuts.
we've
It
ever
was
done.
a little too efficient.
Yeah, we were like extra good. Like we've never been that good at anything in our lives.
Before
we
or
went in,
never be
we
again.
went in, and we went in to save that dragon, and we did it to a T. There were
Yeah.
0 casualties, 0 injuries. Everything
Yeah, it was
was
nuts.
And I threw a guy as hard as I could.
Oh,
from
his
out of
head
the
stuck
building.
into the corner of a
Yeah.
building. You should have seen it.
I have to ask, if you've killed a dragon
Oh, shh, that's a secret. I
Freed
forgot.
another
We kinda
one.
Tell everybody.
and seen Rythus, yet why are you here?
We were hoping Ramsdale had a bigger army, and most of the people from Lantagos had escaped.
No. Well, yes. Those of us in Remsdale, we do not have much in the way of an army
Standing
of sorts. Yes.
Yeah, we see
I'm
that now
sure
that we're here.
glad 2 of our guys were blinded on this adventure to get here.
Right. Yes.
We sort of
I
promised old
I
Stoney
can-
that we'd come out here.
don't know who that is.
Admiral Sunsail? He's a Darnold. You'll get to know him eventually.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yo, you know Rythus? You know,
yeah, yes.
that's what's up.
I got one more person to ask you about, but I'll let you wait for this blindness thing.
Okay. So I can help with the blindness, but I will
Oh.
need a little bit of time to put together the potion that should, and I say should because I am not a doctor, it should cure the blindness. But I do have one favor to ask of you in return for all of my help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. What can we do you for?
So I don't know how long that you've been here, or what you've heard
Sauntered in last night.
about this. Okay. So legend has it in the town that deep in the heart of the swamp there is an old abandoned tower that holds potentially multiple artifacts of tremendous strength, and I would love if you would be able to at least confirm the existence and location of it, and if not, potentially bring back one of the artifacts for me.
Table talk, real quick.
Yeah.
Table talk. We shouldn't give him any of these artifacts.
We should use them ourselves.
No, we're not taking them either. We should just go on this quest to find the artifacts and tell him they're not here.
Or just tell him they're there and let him.
Yeah, then he can go get them.
No, we don't want him to have them.
Why?
This guy seems.
This guy is. I can smell a heel turn a mile away from.
Yeah,
this
he doesn't
guy.
seem great. We'll admit there's something sketchy about him, but
I smell a heel turn a mile away.
Insight check him.
Let's just like tell him that there's not. We'll go on this quest and tell him someone took all this stuff.
This guy seems harmless.
he's
Oh,
not
did
harmless.
say he'd get
This
rid
guy
of
is the exact opposite of harmless.
This
Can
guy
I-
cured me, and he's
can
gonna
I-
cure our blind
yeah.
friend.
Yeah, it's you.
Like,
You
he
don't
cured you,
start
what?
out. You don't
Yeah.
start out as
Oh, poison. Yeah,
you
I
start
thought you
out
meant
as a
the other
face
thing.
before you heel turn. So can I inside check this guy? See if-
You absolutely can. There's a lot going on with this guy. It's hard to get a good read on him. His thoughts, intentions, everything just seems all over the place.
I
Yeah.
believe that this dude is just like living his
Please.
life.
This guy
Please
is
just
chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
This guy is not bad or good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna fuck us.
He's gonna he will like wind up being the new big bad after Rythus. If we
You
get
know
him.
what? We'll have to live with that after.
Yeah, good. Then
I-
we got something else
no.
to do after we beat Rythus.
No,
Then the
but
campaign doesn't
we
end.
can just tell him that
Well,
there's
the
nothing.
campaign ends when Henry gets a job, right, guys? Wink, wink.
No. Yeah, we're all gonna
Yeah,
stop.
we're done. Yeah, we're
Yep.
done after that.
I can't wait for the wedding episode.
Yeah, or the beach episode.
Yeah, they're all coming.
Yeah,
The beach episode. This dude's
beach
gonna be
episode.
at the beach episode.
Yeah.
Like that's what a
Yeah,
good guy
or
Or
is.
you can
guy.
do like
He's gonna-
Scrubs,
he's gonna,
where
like,
it was the beach
purposefully-
and wedding episode at the same time.
Yeah.
This guy's invited to the wedding.
It's gonna be
He's
Henry's
gonna
best man.
purposefully put
Henry's first man is gonna be
like
Brother
cooking
James.
oil on someone and then they burn to a
It's gonna be
crisp.
Ledger.
It better not be.
Legend's gonna
I
burn.
come right out and ask because James has this telepathical conversation with me where I could tell just looking at him that he doesn't trust him.
Don't ask him.
No, I'm just gonna say no. Well, I'm gonna ask what are what are these artifacts that you're looking for?
I mean, I don't know exactly what they are. We just there's as long as I've been alive, I've heard the rumors about the various artifacts in the mysterious tower that was supposedly left behind by some mage or something. I don't really know. I don't really care. I do want to see whatever is in there because I'm sure it would be fascinating for my research. You see,
Yeah.
I am unfortunately relatively gifted with the arcane, but if I'm being honest with you, it's not really what I want. For as long as I've been alive, I've wanted to be a gladiator or a knight or something.
Both of those.
I just smile at this guy and I go, "Listen, friend, we'll definitely go check out."
Do I
these
believe this guy?
artifacts."
Go ahead and insight check him.
We'll definitely
What is
go.
insight?
Well, if those artifacts
Not
are
good.
there, if those artifacts are there, friend, we'll bring them
Yeah,
to
you
you.
he seems genuine, Tony.
Yeah, I believe.
We'll
Yeah.
definitely get those to you, friend.
I believe. I also much like Delver. I believe this guy. I think this guy's harmless. This dude's
Patrick.
literally just
Can you-
I
Can
need you
you-
to roll deception.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I was expecting that. We'll definitely get those to you, buddy.
I would certainly hope so because that is the fair offer that I am making to
Oh, can we get our guys
restore
cured of
the
the blindness? Because I don't want to go out there short-handed. Is it okay if we wait?
It's because
go ahead and roll persuasion, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you guys have seen some crazy stuff that I can't even tell you how much I wish I could have been there to see it. That is my dream. I'm not a doctor. But okay, so give me a few hours and I will cure the blindness of your friends and then you go and investigate to see whether or not there is a tower. Does that
You got
sound
a
good?
map
Are
of
we
the area?
all
It
in
does.
agreement?
Sounds good.
Sounds perfect, friend.
Okay,
Do you have
wonderful.
a map of this area?
I do not.
I am not a doctor.
I
Not a mapper.
I am not a cartographer.
Yeah.
Could you point us
nobody-
to, or do
no-
we just have to go
nobody-
bushwhacking through the swamp?
Well, yeah. So that is kind of the issue. There is not really much of a map of the area, as the swamp is very dangerous, and most people do not wander off into the swamp to investigate. Those that do generally do not come back ever.
I
I don't trust.
I don't
Table
like
talk.
this.
Table
I still
talk.
trust this guy. He's not
I
like
don't-
sending us
I
to
don't-
die.
This
No,
guy
he's-
makes me think of the Riddler, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
That's not a
Yeah,
good.
this-
No, this guy
this
makes me
guy-
think of like Doctor Who or some shit.
This
Like,
guy
it's
is
just nuts.
definitely Doctor Who is super evil. He's,
That's
Nah.
just your
He's
opinion,
just-
man.
He is eviler than Margaret Thatcher, and that's
No,
saying
this, dude's
something.
fine. This dude's fine. He's just a little.
Doctor Who
Like
was
Inspector
in one of the
Gadget.
Bolivian death squads that Margaret Thatcher sent out.
Yeah, well, we all
I
know
can't
that.
wait for that episode. But yeah, I think we should do this, but then just no matter what we find, we hide whatever's there and we tell them we didn't find anything.
What if we want the artifacts though? We only have to give
Well-
them one. We can keep the rest for ourselves.
No, we just don't tell them we've found anything, no matter what. No matter what.
We owe this guy.
There's no way this guy has.
He's a good guy.
No,
he did
he's
say
not.
he might be able to help me with the demon. Constantly
Yeah.
talking
Yeah, this
in my
guy's
head.
this guy's got a lot of stuff. This guy's.
This guy, I can smell.
I like this guy a
I
lot.
can smell the evil on him.
There's
And
no
I
evil.
don't know.
This dude's
I
pure
smell
good.
him. I can I smell it. He is gonna he's gonna kill me probably. At least.
I don't think so.
I think.
I think if Wayne Brewster trusted him, then this guy's trustworthy.
Maybe he just turned evil. I think this is sort of like a Sauron type situation where he used to be good
And then he's gonna
pretending.
get corrupted by
Yeah,
something in turn.
and-
Well, that could
yeah,
happen to
and-
anybody. That could happen to Stone Sale.
No,
I
it
think-
can't. No, it could not.
I really think this fucking dude is gonna. If we don't do what he wants, is gonna be a pain in the ass later. So I think we should just.
Yeah, I want this guy on our side. Like, I want to
No,
be an ally
like-
of this guy.
Seems
I want to
like
get him. I want to get him in Durnhold on our side for this fight against Rifus. This guy could
Okay,
be our go-to
whatever.
for potions.
Whatever.
Look, if he betrays us, you win.
Let's get that's not a win.
No,
That
you
is a
win.
win.
You're right. You're right, and I'm wrong. I vouch for
that
this
doesn't-
guy so
that
that
doesn't
you can
make
kill
me
me.
feel
this
and
guy
win.
has not done anything to warrant.
I can
distrust.
smell him, dude.
You,
I
you
just-
can't just smell
every-
people and say they're
Every
not trustworthy.
every fiber of my being.
Look, you rolled that
is
insight and you sort of trusted him.
No, I got like a 12. That doesn't.
If you had rolled a 20, Dial said he's all right, you still
I-
would not be
no.
trusted him. And
No,
that-
that's not true.
This guy's fine.
Okay, whatever. Let's just get killed.
You're the one who wanted us to go deeper into the swamp to get the witch and stuff. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear.
that was as a joke though. This
Yeah, but we did it. But we did.
it was mostly Tidge who wanted to go. I just
Yeah, I really wanted to go. I feel
Look at that. Look what happened there.
All right. Anyway, this guy says in a few hours he'll be able to cure blindness. All right, back into the game. Let's get back into the
Yeah,
game
let's
here.
get back
I want
into the
to
game.
ask this guy. Sorry, before you run off and start making stuff. I know.
Oh,
that,
I'm not running anywhere. Don't worry. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not much of an athlete.
I thought you wanted to
Yeah,
be.
he just said that. That's
need to work
very.
out.
He just said that. That's very inconsiderate. He said he wants to be a great warrior. Hey, why don't I teach you some monk kata later? We're gonna be really good friends.
You're
Well,
you're gonna train this guy to be the villain.
We're
does-
gonna be
does-
really good friends.
Does monk kata involve swinging a sword?
It can.
Ah, yes. Okay, yes.
I think. Hold on.
Yes.
I think me or Delver should teach him if he's
we
going.
can teach him how to
No,
use a
he's-
sword.
He's
No,
he's
Henry
gonna,
can teach him how to use a
he's
sword.
going to learn the martial tradition from me.
Anyway.
Table talk. I'm gonna teach him badly on purpose, so that I'm gonna totally do the Jade Empire thing, where the dude who trained the main character purposefully trained him to have a weak spot, so that he could instantly kill him.
Oh, that's good stuff. Anyway.
Spoilers.
Guess I'm
for-
not
That's okay. I
playing
get
Jade
advantage.
Empire.
I think I've been talking long enough to this guy that I would get advantage on my his weak spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to ask you. You were talking to Wayne Brewster. I know he came through here and he met with you, right?
I talked to a lot of the people that passed through. I'd
Well,
love
you remember
to
this
hear
guy.
the stories that they have to share. Yes.
Okay. Well, this was recently, in the last couple of weeks. This guy came here with the rest of the refugees. Big, strong-looking guy, older, he had a kid with him.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
I
can you tell
remember.
me what you guys talked about, if anything, if you remember?
Not too much. He basically spoke to me about what happened over in Lantagos, which is truly terrible thing. Very
You-
unfortunate.
How are you guys not? He's definitely evil.
What is he? There's nothing evil about this guy. At all.
Exactly.
It's a-
This dude's
basically,
fine.
this dude's gonna be our pal.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be our go-to, like, for
Okay.
buying
Okay.
potions.
Yeah. Yep. He's definitely our friend. Let's keep going.
I like
This,
his character.
your only thing is, like, you're thinking he's eventually gonna turn against us. Like, he's,
Yeah.
like,
If
what?
you think like that, then he will
Literally
turn
every
against us.
character. Yeah, every character has that potential.
No. This
Stone
guy.
Sail's racist.
No, he's not.
Like, yeah, he is.
Yes,
he hates
he's
the drow.
heavily racist.
He
Don't tell.
hates the drow. He wants them all dead.
I can't say I blame him.
Okay, what? You're in love with the drow.
Like,
I don't.
Stone Sail is so much more evil than this guy. And Stone Sail's our legitimate best. He's the best dude. He's the coolest guy in the game.
Exactly.
And our greatest ally. This guy is, like, nicer than Stone Sail
He
and
is
everything.
not. I'm gonna quit this campaign if you say this guy's nicer than Stone Sail.
How is he? Stone Sail had Talus imprisoned when we met him.
Yeah, that he just.
I asked this dude. Trans rights? Hand up.
What?
Uh-oh. He's
No,
evil.
we-
James was right.
No, that is not.
Yeah, anyway, forget that. Just a little test. Wait, Brewster wouldn't do it either.
A
Oh,
test that
I'm
you
not really
failed.
great at tests. I'm not much of an academic.
What are you much of? You don't mind me asking. You're making all these concoctions. You're planning. You want to be a fighter. I know.
I'd like to think that I'm more of a dreamer.
Yep. I got that problem too.
Oh,
No,
do you? What is it that you dream to do?
Oh, to do? No, it's just about my dreams in general. Anyway.
Well, what is it
right now
about
I
your
dream-
dreams?
Oh, well, anyway, back to the other one. I dream about stopping Rythus, really, and maybe reuniting with my mentor, Wayne Brewster. Back to the other question, yeah.
Oh, so you knew Wayne?
Yeah, he raised me pretty much.
Oh, I understand. So was that your little brother then with him?
No, that was a kid that I had rescued, I guess, from a farm. Kind of, his parents were killed, rough stuff, and I went back to Lantagos to leave him with Wayne. That's when the city got destroyed. Just happened to be there.
Fascinating.
Yep. So anyway, you wouldn't happen to know. I know Wayne said he went south somewhere, but I don't exactly know where. Do you
I
have any idea? Did he
have
say where he was
no
going?
clue. I do not know.
Hey, is there anything special
Hey.
about this ring? And I show him my ring. I got one more thing for him to inspect.
Can I show him my ring as well?
This is Did you talking about the one that Tony has right
oh
now?
yeah, I gave.
Yeah, the same one. You gave me
Yeah.
the ring. Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks. I forget.
Well, it has a nice design on it, but other than that, it is a ring.
No properties. Nothing special.
Well, it has this design on it, which looks like it was handmade, so that that's special.
Yeah, that's
Our
special to
handmade
me.
rings.
I'm not much of
Yeah,
a
all
jewelry
handmade.
appraiser, but
Yeah. Well, not anymore, but in this time
Yeah.
definitely. It doesn't
all
have,
mag-
like,
they're all
some
magic mages.
steel-
They snap and it's done. All right. Well. Thanks though. I just wanted to see. Maybe you had an idea, looking to see if there was anything crazy about this. His ring shoots lightning. Anyway.
No, it doesn't.
Well, that
I don't have a ring.
you. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know what this guy's talking about.
All right. Well, let's leave this guy.
I mean, I see. I mean,
That's a tattoo.
well, I'm not much of a tattoo artist, but I don't think
I got a
that
tattoo too, and I
that
lift
is
up my shirt to show the lightning scar on my chest.
that is also not a tattoo.
No, but it's fresh.
Well,
Drop the shirt. Man, that
Fresh,
still hurts.
fresh means cool, if you weren't aware. Cool
I-
means good, if you weren't aware.
I try to
Are you
to stay up
cool?
with the hip lingo from those in Lantagos and whatnot, but we don't get much of that culture here.
Oh yeah, I can tell. Just kidding. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can. My man's laughing. He knows.
Was
He
that
knows.
a joke? Did you?
My man's laughing.
Oh, yeah, yes.
My man's laughing.
This
Yes,
dude's just
I-
got a little bit of autism. He's not
Yeah.
bad.
Yes, I love jokes. Yes.
Yeah. This guy is really cool. I'm so glad we're gonna be a best friend with him now. I love this guy actually.
I was
Right?
gonna ask him if his girlfriend also lives here, but I won't.
Yo,
No.
does your girlfriend live here too?
Well, I've actually
Boyfriend.
do not have a
Does your SO live here?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Look at this bachelor pad.
s-
It's dope.
I'm not really seeing anybody.
No.
Oh,
Hey, neither are Henry and Marcus.
I'm not much of a romantic, you see.
Oh, never mind. Not like that.
I get it. Just pounding every day, different
He's
man,
gonna-
woman, or child.
Well, I would love the opportunity to go pound my enemies, but I still sadly do not possess the
This guy
talent.
just admitted to being a pedophile. And,
No, he's talking about beating up enemies. He said he would fight a kid.
is that any better?
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's leave this guy to his work. Let's hit a fucking shop or something and come back
Right.
in a couple hours.
I thought he was gonna cure us with
He is,
blindness.
but he said he needed a couple hours.
Okay.
So
Well,
will we meet you
Well,
back here in
this
a couple
guy-
hours? That sound good?
Well, I was kind of hoping that you while I am brewing this this potion here, and as you look over to the other side of the room, there is a potion brewing itself in a cauldron.
Oh. Oh.
I was hoping that you could show me how to woo woo, and he starts like swinging his hand around like he's swinging a sword.
I got this, guys. I'll teach you.
Henry,
Yeah.
Henry, can I have your sword?
Sure.
Henry
borrow a
drops his
dagger?
trousers.
Can I borrow a dagger from someone?
This guy needs to know sword fighting.
No, I just want to borrow a dagger real quick, though.
You probably don't need a dagger.
Hey, I'm just gonna reach for
Which
Henry's
one
dagger.
of you killed the dragon?
Thank you. That was
He did.
me.
He punched it.
Yeah, I punched it to death.
You punched a. Oh my goodness.
Can I'm just reaching for Henry's dagger and go, hey, can I borrow this for a second?
I'm also reaching for a sword. Yeah, can I get
you,
this?
How did you punch a dragon and kill it?
Well, it was trying to fly away.
Like this, and I take the dagger and I stab it into my hand.
Oh!
That doesn't what? It doesn't even explain what you did.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
think it does.
I draw my bow. thinking that
You
he
take
stabbed the guy.
you take
No, he didn't. There's no fight. No,
you
don't
take
Oh,
3
what's
points
going on?
of piercing damage.
How
Patrick,
many?
3.
3? Okay.
He looks taken aback, and then all of a sudden, kind of flicks his wrist, and a quill and piece of parchment comes over, and you can see that the quill floating in the air is furiously taking notes.
I say, don't write that down.
So who would you rather learn how to fight from?
And he
one
kind
of
of
those guys or me?
Tony,
You
you
just
can
stab
see he
yourself
kind of
in the
looks
hand.
over
It's
to
like
his
battle
parchment,
tactics.
and then the piece of parchment he was writing on flips over and starts writing on the other side.
Yeah. I am a nod, and I take Henry's sword, and I do a nice little twirl and hand it to like hold it out to him.
So
I smack it on the ground.
okay, so I take this, and he grabs the sword, holds out his hand, and goes to stab his hand with the sword.
No, no hand stabbing. That's something he does.
That is not good battle
he did that, and he killed the dragon with a
with
unrelated.
his fists, not with the
with
sword.
with
That doesn't make any sense, does it? He
Well,
just told you it doesn't make any
No,
sense.
I was just demonstrating how tough I am and how wouldn't you rather
Yeah,
than
he's.
any of these.
That's what he wanted out of that. He did not.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm
wanna learn
proficient
how-
with all martial weapons.
So I'm proficient with any monk weapon, and a sword's a monk weapon.
Yeah, but what if he wants to learn to fight with a two-handed sword? Donovan and me, I might have to help him out.
He doesn't want to fight.
Well, I'll definitely let Donovan help me teach him.
That's fuck the subtle shade, the implication you want him trained poorly, and you will allow Donovan to help.
No, I'm trusting Eric to go along with my
while you guys
plan.
are doing
I
this,
would
he
not.
starts
I would
swinging the
100%
sword
not.
out in front of him, nearly hitting Marcus and Delver here.
I just
Block-
Harry,
block with-
just-
block
I
with the
just-
sword.
I quickly
I don't
just
even
block
notice.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you don't notice. You can't see it.
I think it's a door opening, so I just walk towards it.
No,
No,
Henry!
no.
No! No, that's a wall! No!
Okay, can we go outside? Can we go outside? There's not enough space to.
Well, yeah, yes.
Blind guys, you okay? Stay in here.
I guess
I
I
wish
should probably be with
Delver.
the
Is he gonna
others.
try to? Is
Delver,
Brother
you
James
stay
gonna
with the
try to
blind
kill
guys.
this dude?
Here,
I wanna go to the store.
Let's all
Delver, take him to the store.
let's go outside. Here, let's all go outside.
I'm taking the blind guys to the store with me and say, hey, anybody, by the way, anybody want anything? Hey, Donovan, you want something? Lend me some money. I'll bring you back something if you want. If you can think of anything you want. I'm looking at potions.
Here, you can just take all my money.
You don't have any money left. Give it all that. Marcus has your money. It's fine. We got money. I was just wondering if Donovan wants to buy something. I'll go buy it for him so that he doesn't actually have to go.
Fair. I can't think of anything. I'd probably want to browse if I was gonna go. So.
Why not just hand me some money and then I'll go browse and maybe somehow I'll find out what sounds good.
Again, I don't know why you don't want me to go so badly.
No, not so you can just train this guy. Just to save.
You can go too.
No, that's why I want you staying so you can actually train this guy.
I thought we were gonna trust Brother James with that one.
No,
No, we're not.
You can trust me.
no.
We're not.
I'll teach him really well.
No.
I'll teach him really well. It's just that I will.
I don't
him-
understand your
No,
obsession
you'll
with this guy's
teach him-
evil.
We can ask him how he wants to learn how to fight with a sword. How about that?
No, he doesn't get a choice here.
Yes, he does. He does get a choice. I think he'd want to learn me or Delver's way more than the
Do
monk's
you
way.
want to learn how to use a stupid two-handed sword or a really cool
I
one-handed
can
sword?
fight with a
Hey, I gotta.
one-handed
If you learn how to
sword.
fight sword and board, I got a spare shield, and I'm really
Yeah,
sick
I
of
can
carrying it
teach him
around.
that too. I know how to do that.
I
as
can
well.
teach him
Perfect.
that too.
You can't use shields.
Not with my armor, but I can use shields. Not with monk armor, but I know how to use a shield. There's no point in me using it. But
Are you
I
proficient
can.
with shields?
Pretty sure I am. I think a shield's a. Let me check.
Alright. So we'll ask this fella here, Levin, how he wants to learn how to fight with a sword, and then he can choose who teaches him. How about that? It's his own choice.
Uh,
I can teach him how to throw a sling.
Not right now, you can't.
No, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
uh,
you kind of just.
yeah, I can use short swords. I can use scimitars or short swords.
That's weird. Why can you use a scimitar and not? That's a pretty interesting.
That's a pretty serious sword.
Yeah, that's like a.
Well,
It's not really a balanced sword, I guess.
well, that's just like what monks can use: short swords, clubs, daggers, hand axe, javelin, light hammer, mace, quarterstaff, sickle,
I literally know how to
spear.
use every weapon in the.
Yeah.
By the way, just like Tone, I didn't know I could do that, to be honest. But yeah, that's fun.
The Dao or the butterfly sword or the the Dao uses the same stats as a short or a scimitar.
You know what, Brother James? If you really want to teach him, I'll just watch. And if you're wrong, then I'll correct you.
That's fine.
There you go.
I'm taking the blind guys to the store. I'm gonna
Okay.
look for a shop.
If you find any good munchies and crunchies, can you pop a couple of those my way? Like some kelp grass.
All right, so you're heading out, Tony.
Yeah, if the blind guys want to come with me, even.
I'm just holding your hand still.
Yeah, you just follow me. Just like, oh, sorry.
Delver just says, "I'm about to head out." Looking like Carl Weezer.
Henry, you want to go?
I'll stay with James.
All right, you stay here. Marcus, you can stay too if you want, but I'll let go of your hand and you can do what you want.
I'll follow you to the store.
All right. And I make like a
Okay.
baby and head out.
First lesson in using the sword. Learn how to punch people first.
Well, I don't. I'm not. Well, okay.
Hit me in the face.
Oh, I don't know if this is.
Hit me as hard as you can.
But well, I don't want to hurt you. I mean,
You're not gonna.
But
Hit me as
well,
hard as you can.
you know, I mean, I'm not much of a bodybuilder, but
Go.
See his
Okay.
roll.
he hits you square in the face. One
I'm
damage.
dodging, by the
Sorry,
way.
actually, that's zero damage.
I just take it right in the chin and go, "Come on, you can do better than that."
You can do much better than that.
No, I think that was like.
He hits you again. 1 damage.
Ah.
All right.
Okay.
So are you
Okay.
training them to use a sword or to hit you in the face? I'm really.
Well, I'm just teaching them
How
the
was
way I
how was that?
learned.
How was that? Was that good? Did I get you?
It was better than nothing.
Okay.
Take that as a compliment.
But
Okay, so
so where does the sword come in?
I'm getting to that. You're lucky I'm not training you the way I was trained. I had to wash windows for 10 years before they even let me touch a weapon.
We don't wash windows here.
Yeah, that's.
While I'm walking by with Marcus looking at these dirty buildings, I say they don't wash windows here.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just telling you my experience. Can I throw me a sword, Donovan?
Which sword?
Just a one-handed sword. I need to show this guy the ropes, or the swords rather.
Pick up. What swords are around me? Is there any just laying around me here? There are a whole bunch.
There are no swords other than what you have.
Oh, I don't have a one-handed sword.
Henry
He
does.
still has
Henry.
Tony's sword, right?
Henry,
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Follow the sound of my voice. Come over here.
I can hear you, but I
Okay.
can't see you.
Yeah, just follow the sound of my voice. Come on.
Yeah.
There you go. I just take a short sword from him.
What was it that you wanted?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I still have Henry's dagger, right?
Hello?
I pat him on the head. You did good.
Good job.
Yes.
Okay, throw
Thank
me
you.
that.
I hand it to him.
Throw me.
I'm not throwing you the sword.
Okay. Well, I can deflect it even if
Yeah,
it's
and
counted as.
there's two blind people that can't react to you deflecting the sword, is there? There's
I'm
nothing
not
good.
here.
Oh, sorry.
I'm with wherever Delver is.
Okay. Here, I'll just hold this dagger and try to copy what I'm doing with the sword. And I start like back flipping while I'm swinging the sword around, doing a bunch of stuff that there's no way that he would be able to do.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
This isn't even what good sword fighting is about. None of this is right.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. You're doing some dope backflips. Okay, so now, is this how you kill the dragon?
No.
Can you show me how you did that?
Okay,
But
so
with a sword.
what you're gonna want to do?
I just want to point out we all as a team killed the dragon.
Oh yeah.
He
This-
just punched it when it was at death's door, and that's what killed it. But that's not how it died.
So
Give me?
he killed the dragon.
Yeah, but like
I saw this guy
Again,
beat
he
a
didn't
man.
like walk up to the dragon and in one hit punch it to death.
No
It
one's
was
saying I did that.
it was a very long and tenuous battle.
I mean, I'm sure you had your part in it.
I wasn't saying that about me. I'm just saying I think you might have unrealistic expectations for what you're going to be able to accomplish here.
Okay, so what happened? He was sort of flying away from me, and I punched him right in the kidney, and he just
Face.
fell down. Yeah, same thing.
I'm not there. Just letting you know
That
if you.
is, okay, so you're saying if I ever see a dragon, punch it in the nose and run away.
No. If you see a dragon, you're gonna want to find an adult or your parent or guardian or a nice adult, and you tell them.
But okay, I don't know if you understand, but my dream is to be able to experience a dragon up close and to even potentially slay one by cutting off its head with a sword.
Again, gonna throw that out there that it takes a lot of work to do that. You probably won't be able to do that on your own. The odds are slim. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Well, if you find a nice group of buddies to go.
Random people that you go on an adventure with by circumstance.
I mean, I would soften it up with a couple fireballs or something first, but
Okay, so you can shoot fireballs.
well, I can do a lot of things, yes.
So why are you?
But
trying
I'm not
to
a doctor.
You see, logically speaking, you already got the weapon right there. Although you probably don't want to use fire on a dragon; it might not work as well.
Well, depending on the kind of dragon.
Well,
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It depends on the type of dragon, because you see, some dragons do have a resistance to fire, but others do not.
yes,
Very
you are
true.
correct.
You know,
Everything
there's
you
a
just
guy-
said was correct.
There's this guy named John Madden. You would really like. He said some pretty something.
Fascinating. Where can I find his writings?
Oh, he was just
Oh, he's
a
bones
guy.
now.
He
He's
was
bones.
he was just some guy who shouted at the
What-
monastery I grew up.
What do you mean? What do you mean bones?
He's bones.
Send this guy to the monastery.
Oh, you want to learn how to swing a sword? Have I
Yes.
got the
Again,
place for
Yes.
you? There's a place The place
okay,
that trained me.
So I want to learn that, but I don't want to leave here.
How are you gonna fight a
Wow.
dragon if you don't leave here?
I got a pretty good idea on that. I'd have an answer for that if I were there. Because it's
I don't-
coming.
Why would he come to Ramsdale? I don't know.
Because we ran this way.
He doesn't care about us.
We killed this kid.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't care that much.
Maybe Windermere won't even sell us out.
Uh,
No, he if he sells us out, that means that he let us get away.
yeah. Also.
Oh yeah, maybe he won't even say they were prisoners. That'd be the smart thing.
Yeah, and he's a smart guy.
Yeah. Wow, neat.
Yeah. So there's a place. They'll train you up. You'll get some good food in you. You'll get to tinker around. You'll get to talk to a guy who sounds like he knows a lot of things. And it's called the monastery. I think that's probably where that Bruce guy went to.
I don't know anybody by the name Bruce, but that is okay.
You know,
Again, I do kind of want to stay here in my home. I don't really want to leave.
Yeah, but what if you leaving is what makes you stronger?
Yeah,
I would argue that knowing how to swing a sword makes you stronger.
Yeah, but
yeah,
then
and
what
that's
if you
what
have
he's
to
trying to say. But
leave to learn how to swing a sword?
That's
can't
that's
teach
why
you how to-
we're here.
I can teach him. I can teach you the basics, not
Yeah.
dragon killing level.
Yeah,
Basic.
it takes years to get to this level, or a couple
I've never
weeks.
even
at
seen
least.
him use a sword, and I point to Brother James. I don't know how good he is with the sword.
Oh, you want to see what I can do with a sword?
You're already
yeah,
doing
definitely.
backflips with it.
Yeah.
He
Actually,
can do backflips with anything. To be fair, his characters are very backflippy.
Yeah. Backflips are cool.
Solid reasoning, yeah, that adds up. Backflips equal cool. Shit, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, exactly. I knew you didn't, and that's why I said something.
Yeah, exactly. We can have like a practice duel in front if you want.
No, I don't fight my friends.
We're not fighting. We can like have like dulled sword. We don't have like anything to.
Yeah,
Is there sticks around? Can we pick up like a
Why
stick now?
don't we have a bare knuckle fight?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I'll do it.
I don't think that we should fight each other. For this guy, I mean, for this guy's benefit, he won't want to see that much blood come out of both of us.
We're not gonna try to kill each other.
I'm not saying we are, but you never know what happens.
Did you kill my character accidentally? Shit.
I mean, we literally have already accidentally killed a guy before.
Was it though? Was it an accident?
Is he really dead? Oh, sorry, I'm not there. I just know.
One
Just most of my
one
time
day,
is
Tony.
Like you're walking
One
down
day.
the street. Is he really dead?
It's
though?
gonna
I
be
never
several
seen
weeks after that incident,
Mm.
Tony, and you'll finally get around to going to explore it.
I fucking want to go back. I got so many things. Now we gotta go on this quest to the swamp. We gotta stop right this. We gotta warn Stone Sail that we can't actually take the city and to send the army back. We gotta. I want to go find Wayne Brewster. I want to tell Manfred's dead. I want to go back and investigate. I got like 9 things I gotta do.
We're
That's
running out
literally
of time before the campaign is over at the end of the month.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna have time to do this when we're in Lensdale and have like 4 sessions left. Weird.
Yeah, if I teach you how to swing this sword, you might want to go somewhere to get some further training. It doesn't have to be with the monks. But
I'm sure I can find a way to do that here.
That can teach you some basics, but it's not like good training to learn from a book.
That's why I was hoping that you could teach me.
Again, it's just gonna be the basic. And you want to like kill a dragon with a sword, and you're not gonna be that good with the sword for years, and especially you'll never be that good with the sword if you don't leave Remsdale. That's basically what I'm saying.
First of all, how dare you? Well, I have to start somewhere, though.
That's true.
Yep.
Just lower your expectations, though, and then we can train.
Well, I don't see what that has to do with our ability to train.
You can teach him. You can teach him.
I'll teach him. Can we just say I'm teaching him? But
Yes, we can.
I'm doing the thing that I said where I'm teaching him to have a barely perceptible weak point in this form that I would be able to exploit later.
That is not good training.
No,
it's more.
He's
Can
not
I
gonna
step
get
in?
good enough to have a weak point. Like his
I
whole
step
fighting
in?
with the sword is gonna be his weak
This
point.
poor guy is gonna be so self.
No, the guy from Jade Empire, it was literally only the guy who taught him.
That was a dude training for years. This guy literally retrained him like for an hour and then.
Okay, I'll train him right. God, spoiled sports.
Well, but yeah, I don't think you could physically train a guy to be good enough to have like this one imperceivable. Like he's gonna have a lot of weak points when you're done training him.
Okay,
There's-
whatever.
All right. Before we switch over to Marcus and Delver, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah,
Why'd you say Marcus first, huh?
because
Because
he's
not
the
everything
star of the show.
revolves around you, Tony.
does.
God.
He's the
does.
star of the show.
I am
Yeah,
important.
My name comes up
Definitely
first
that.
in
If
the
there
credits.
was a main character of the show, Delver is the main character of the show.
That's just because like
For now.
most.
That's
yeah,
because he has background story.
Yeah, that's the only reason for that is because like I wrote in like 15 characters
The
that
main
just keep
character
coming
used
in.
to be Cremus.
That,
Do you
yeah.
want to go back to that?
I mean, Thornhold was all my idea, so you know.
well, the
The
city
fact
was-
that there was a city named Durnhold that
Yeah,
featured
exactly.
dwarves
Hey,
was
don't-
your idea.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Hey, as far as I'm concerned, Lantagos is all me, and the world revolves around what's going on there right now.
I don't know. The world revolved around.
Yeah,
Thornhold
no, but
for
we're going to
a
the monastery.
month and a
to
half
get,
at least.
How
Alright,
far away
I'm
is
walking
the
away.
monastery?
pretty far.
Yeah, go take a break.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Like we're a ways away. Yeah. Shit. If we go to the fucking monastery, Wayne's not even gonna be there. He's gonna be gone again. I'm never gonna get him his ring back. Oh well. Henry, Marcus, looking forward to being able to see you again.
Me?
Yeah.
Can I see?
No, but soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. It's
The
been
voices.
weeks. The
voices
now,
get
yeah,
louder.
now your senses are heightened. So, so the voice in your head that screams at you.
Yeah, it was
Harder
hard
to-
not to
Imagine if
murder you in the
Patrick
middle of the night.
Hold on, can I interrupt? Imagine
Yeah.
if Brother James came in and he got blinded and he just turned into Daredevil.
Oh, man.
We
He
missed
should have
out.
got. Yeah, we did
we
miss
missed
out.
out on that plot line. God,
We
damn.
missed out on him refusing the cure.
I can't see anyone, then I can't judge anyone.
Dude, if you can't see anybody, you can't get turned to stone by the fucking basilisk.
Yeah, we should have went to the witch first.
Yeah, we should have went to
That
the
would
witch first.
we prioritized wrong. Damn it, we had to face the worst of both.
Honestly, the reason I don't want to I want to go do this mission for this guy and like find these artifacts. Maybe there'll be some like I don't
It's
know,
gonna be some
something cool.
crazy, awesome shit. Like, come
Well,
on.
Yeah, but there's gonna be some like more basilisks, and I really don't want to fight another one of those ever again.
It's not just gonna be a basilisk. It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse. Like
It's gonna be the actual Medusa, and then
Yeah.
basilisks are her children or something. I'll be like, yep, that makes sense.
yeah.
Oh, Tony, when you're in the store or looking around, you can buy me a sword, like a one-handed sword.
Okay, I was Eric. We've had a lot of time sitting around thinking. I was thinking in my head. I was like, "What if Eric got his hand chopped off? Like he's got 3 two-handed weapons." I was thinking
I've
of
got
that.
javelins. I can.
Oh, you got some javelins? Okay, well, you can stab a guy with a javelin then.
Yeah,
I was
I was
thinking
gonna-
that. I
I
was
was
like,
thinking, but-
what if he got his fucking hand, like one of his hand, like he could fix that in this game. Like you could go get that patch to back on. But like, that's so, like, I was like, what the hell would he do for weapons?
The problem
like
is that
a-
I do so much damage with 2 hands compared to
Yeah,
1
exactly.
hand because of my fighting style. It's not worth it, but I should
No,
still.
no,
have,
but
I
I was
should
saying,
still
but
get
yeah,
rid of
this is
that.
just that was just in the scenario of you getting. I was genuinely thinking like, what if he got his fucking hand cut off? Like,
Yeah, I need to get rid of my 2-handed hammer. I think, and not get rid of it, but like,
Swap it.
yeah,
Give it. You could have
keep
sold
it
it.
somewhere. Sell
Or
it.
yeah, we could keep it at the house in Durnhold and then go back and get it. Maybe it's
It
smart to
doesn't-
hang on to. If
see-
something like if we all lose our weapons and like you have them.
See, the reason
always
why
good.
I have a 2-handed hammer and a 2-handed sword is when I was making them, I'm like, well, I have a 2-handed sword, but what if there's undead?
Yeah, you wanna
That
do-
has not been a
yeah.
problem.
You never know. There weren't basilisks until last time we played.
Yeah, I don't think undead are going to be an issue in this, especially with the way Giles hating the way Game of Thrones is going right now. He's
Yeah, you're right. Well, Dial could just do it better, so he would have better undead.
better undead.
Yeah.
If you lose a hand though, you can have your Jaime Lannister character arc.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm it's the reverse.
I don't know, I
Jamie
think it's kinda-
Lannister.
yeah,
I'm the
he's-
good
Jamie
guy,
Lannister
and
was
then
a
I
shithead.
become, then I become the piece of shit. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's reverse Jamie Lannister.
Well, if you got his hand cut, there's a pretty like it would just need a restoration spell, which isn't super high level, I don't think. Like
Eric's
we could
gonna
find
start being a normal guy, then he's gonna end up fucking his sister by the end.
Yes. Oof.
That's
Does Donovan
bad
have a
shit.
sister?
I don't even
better
have a
watch
sister.
out.
Oh, Donovan.
I have a sister in this
My
game.
sweet summer child.
Unfortunately, Donovan, there's been some revisions to your character. Donavina is coming around the corner. Ugh.
So Sharks are gonna win this game,
What's the score?
3-1.
How much time?
4
many
minutes left in the second.
Google
yeah.
leads Avalanche have come from behind from. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
but they probably don't have McKinnon still, right?
They just showed him on the bench.
Okay, well maybe he's okay.
I'm not getting my.
He
own
probably
stuff.
isn't. They probably just gave him
He's
like a
probably
fucking
got shot,
load of
painkiller.
painkillers and were like,
Send him on his way.
yeah.
If
Oh,
we
we're
make the
back.
Western Conference Finals, that's the best we've done since 2002. So after that, then you can take your break. But coach, my collarbone's shattered. I don't give a fuck.
Coach,
Hey,
I
Pavelski's
cannot
playing.
decide. He
I
scored.
can only play what?
Pavelski scored. He scored the first goal.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 4 minutes left in the second. Oh, they could fucking win
Yeah.
this game is over.
Nath and McKinnon was in there.
Pavelski also has an assist. Good thing he's back.
Are you ready for Donovan's 8-minute karaoke version of Stairway to Heaven? It's coming. The full 8 minutes. And
Ooh,
the-
McKinnon scored, but it was offside.
Me making the guitar solo noise.
Eric, if you do that full thing, like the entire thing, I will let you, like in character, your own adapted version. I will let you have any magical item that you want.
If he does what?
He has to sing the entire 8-minute long
Oh,
Stairway to Heaven as Donovan in his own rendition.
that isn't worth it.
Not for you, maybe, but I.
We should all get 2 magic items
I'll
by
make-
choice for listening to it.
that's the plot. I only get 1, and the rest of them get
Yeah.
2.
That's kind of what I'm hoping about finding these artifacts is that there's like gauntlets of fucking blank.
The ogre strength gauntlet again.
I wish I had that. Well, I don't wish I had them now because I got 18 strength and it's only it's only 19. It literally would not help. Dex wisdom though. Something gave me like 19 wisdom. Ooh.
All of a sudden, you're like,
Ooh.
I'm not afraid of anything because I have seen it all.
Yeah.
So
I'm just sitting in that wheelchair. Hi guys. I'm not really me
That's
anymore.
the funniest character arc, is that our brawny tank dude ends up becoming Professor X.
No, 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 no. God.
Nath and McKinnon complaining about the refs. Ugh. Unbelievable.
Is Boston gonna win the cup?
I hope so.
Jordan Stall's to lose. He's the GOAT. Jordan Stall's like the crab of real life. The ultimate two-way forward.
The ultimate third line center on the Penguins.
Yeah, I wish, dude. Fuck. I wish Crab or Jordan Stahl were the third line center of the Penguins.
If there were 3 lines in HCAM, I'd be third line.
Not quite.
Maybe.
Not anymore. Or ever. But number of players that are left.
Crab wouldn't be third line, but he'd be like the shutdown forward line.
Yeah. That's like having the defensive guy in the second line.
Crab would be like the Bergeron.
Yeah.
Bergeron is a third line forward.
No, he said he wouldn't be a third line. He said he would be the shutdown guy.
He'd be like the Kessler in his prime, you know?
I think the Bergeron was a lot better.
Yeah. Okay, you nailed
that's
it
my
first, and then
Bergeron.
you went way worse. Kessler.
Nah,
is pretty
Bergeron
bad.
scores a little too much, honestly.
Kessler was a shithead. Crab scored a lot.
One
Crab's
season.
more of a passer than
One
a...
season, and he didn't even win MVP. What?
Yeah, I get rigged.
Tony, I assist a lot, but fucking nobody calls me Henrik.
Did you know Kessler is only 1 year older than Bergeron? How sad is that?
Pretty sad for anybody who is a Ducks fan.
That contract's just gonna keep going.
That like $7 million or whatever they're paying for him.
Can't even fucking skate anymore. Bergeron though, nuts. Pretty good too, because he used to have bad concussion problems. Missed a whole fucking year.
He's missed more than a year for concussion problems.
No, I meant like he missed a full season
Yeah,
once.
yeah. He's talked about how that like time off, like coming back, he reinvented his game to be a more defensive player because he couldn't quite hit the same offensive peak that he could before the concussions.
Oh my god,
Till this year.
A Boston team has been eliminated from the playoffs for the first time in over a year. Oh god.
Which Boston team?
Just, Celtics.
Who do you
are
think?
big.
Oh, I forgot they were playing.
Yeah. Celtics are fucking garbage.
They aren't though. They just.
They are, because at no point during the season did they actually play like the team that they
Yeah, when you
have the
weasel into like
capability of
5th
being.
seed.
Hey, no, they played like that in Game 1 of this series. Everyone was like, "It's over for the Bucks." Celtics have finally reached their peak. And then the Bucks were like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, they had a
6
good
for
game
21
one.
tonight. Where's Hattrick? Never come back.
Is Kyrie leaving?
Yeah.
Shit, he's leaving, and the Celtics fans are gonna push him on the way out. Like, yeah, see ya.
He
We're gonna
was,
sign Anthony Davis.
he was
instead of
pretty shit in the playoffs, so.
Yeah, he was rough. He was shooting
And
everything.
as much
He
as
is
I
a
don't,
clutch
as
playoff
much as I
performer,
don't
guy.
think the Celtics are a better team without him, they do have a much better record without him over the last 2 seasons than they have with him, which
He's
is
gonna be a
just
funny.
Laker.
Don't like him. I think they don't like him. I don't. He's so good. We need him on our team. And the players are like, "Yeah, you're right, but I really don't like him."
He's kind of like the Gabe of.
Right? He's not that bad. Okay.
That means Crab, aka Ryan Kessler in his prime, is gonna be getting him on his team.
I think Crab still prefers the.
Crab's
Bergeron.
grabbing Dolph and then he's grabbing Gabe. I can see it.
Please do it. I want to
Okay,
see that team
Crab,
in action.
Can you
Yeah, we already
tell
had this discussion.
Crab?
He's taking Dolph.
Tell me or tell Tony what you told me earlier because he is full of shit.
I mean, I basically said I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And I said he would take Dolph.
See, in Crab's head right now, he's like, "Oh shit, they know about my Delph plan. What's that?"
Uh-oh.
They know about the Dolph strats.
I mean, I don't know. I looked at the signups a little bit, but Delph might be the best player available. It seems like it's Juice, then Meat, then everyone else.
Yeah, that is kind of. Meat might suck.
Yeah, he might.
Basically, I'm sure glad that Billiam's no longer GMing and I don't have that second overall pick.
Eric, I can still take it away from you at any
You
point
can,
I
if
want.
you want. You want Billiam?
Dial's
GM?
gonna decide that he's GMing.
He's basically gonna do that for me.
I'm gonna save Juice.
Dial's gonna end up playing.
It's gonna be Juice's team. Like
Tony,
I'm just proxy GM.
Don't say
sorry.
that.
Whoops, sorry.
Don't tell people that I'm not playing.
Where'd Hattrick go?
Somewhere where we weren't talking about HQM, probably.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Oh wait, he sent me something. Hold on.
Del, you want to be my AGM?
He sent me Billy Joel Armstrong from Green Day, and Green has an E at the end. All right.
Tony came up with this
Anyway,
ridiculously awesome proxy plan.
Yes, but there's a good chance I won't be able to do that during the draft because Eric might not be there, so I might have to draft for him.
Eric,
So-
you better be there.
I did this spur
Can
of the
I
moment
can I
just
be
to
your
save it for
AGM
Billiam.
after the draft?
That's all the AGM's good for, though. Is during the draft.
Your first overall pick is your AGM. That's how it works. This is my AGM.
Dalphin's not gonna help.
You will.
Oh, Tony
Oh yeah,
wasn't here
because
to
you're
hear
not drafting him. BG will be a really good AGM.
that. All right.
You should draft Slam.
Tony, get
I'll listen
Tony.
to you since you're my AGM.
Oh,
wait.
there it is. Yeah, Eric, I'm just gonna AGM for Crab and not tell you,
Yeah, just
and I'm gonna use my insider knowledge to draft or to have Crab draft everybody that you want.
There's no way he could do that. He'd have to do it ahead of me each time, but
Yeah.
I'd still get juice. So, like,
I don't know. Are you gonna be there for the juice pick?
He won't be.
I might. And if I
You
am,
wanna
if
dial
you
your
don't,
other trade?
if you don't pick, if I don't end up with juice
Look,
at first
look.
overall, I'm quitting.
Eric, Eric.
Because
there's a lot of value in trading down.
yeah, not in this draft there isn't.
I know you want Delph in the second round, so I'm gonna trade you my first.
Oof.
That'd be Delph.
Yeah.
I gotta
Oh,
recreate.
there he is.
Philadelphia.
What timing?
We're gonna trade down for that fourth overall, get Quacky, and draft BG, then somehow end up with that second round pick that I got for the first round pick. So then I have
Patrick's back.
Quacky, BG, Dalfan, and me, and then I convinced Dial to come out of retirement. And then we had the Philadelphia
I'm
Liberty.
not. No, I'm
Keep
not
keep
playing.
talking about HQM, and I'm gonna post something you really don't want to see.
Oh,
talking
yeah, I
about
want
it
to
when
see
you
it
were
now.
gone.
I want to see it.
No, why would you say that?
I want to see it.
Send it
I don't
to
wanna
Dial
see it,
can
just-
see it then.
Yeah, just PM it to Dial.
Yeah.
Let me see. Is this the secret WebM?
Nothing loaded.
Tony,
It
is this
loaded for me.
the secret WebM?
It's not the secret webm.
It didn't load
So-
for me either.
There's a
Okay.
waterfall going down three guys' ass cheeks or ass cracks into another guy's mouth.
Was that the WebM?
Yeah.
Okay,
What the
I will
fuck?
download this picture
It's
and send it
disgusting.
only to Dial.
Thank you.
Drag and drop.
Is Tidge here?
Yes.
Okay. We're all here, I think.
Dragon drop is kind of like how you guys killed that dragon.
Yeah.
That was the move.
It's kind of like what you're gonna do to Rythus. Give him the old dragon drop.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the old dragon drop. Is that
Okay,
what we?
I had to Gyazo it.
I still literally can't believe that duel. Like, I was just chilling there, minding my own business. Tony was coming up with this awesome plan. I'm like, oh, that is a good idea. Then all of a sudden,
Put
fire
up
was
your
circling around me. I'm like, what?
Dookies.
How do you like that, Dial?
Is this what he sent to
Oh
you?
no! Is that the Dookie?
No, it's not the Dookie, but it's something that I would say is a bit worse.
That
Oh,
is
no.
that's a ween. That is definitely a ween.
It's Billy Joe Armstrong's incredibly small penis.
Ugh.
Wait, what? Really? I want to see that.
Yeah. Yeah,
What the
it's
fuck?
messed up how small it is. I'm just gonna post it.
That
Please
is
don't.
that is a bit of a teeny peeny.
Please
Okay,
don't
just
post it.
take a look, and then I'm gonna delete it. Just,
Wow,
Oh
that
god
is
damn it! I was in the channel. I didn't even mean to
that
look.
is actually very small. Wow,
Yeah.
geez.
yeah, isn't it? That's. I wish.
Looks like I've seen this before on Drag's couch.
I wasn't there.
And
I
I'm
can't.
so confused about.
You can ask Drag how big it is. I don't really know.
Ew.
I mean,
Ew.
Delph grabbed a whole handful of mine, so he could tell you.
Sometimes
He could get a police sketch.
Oh, the Avs had a goal called back for offsides because there was somebody climbing
guy going
back
for a
onto the
change.
bench. Oh my god. Oh, that is so stupid.
Just what you want in a game 7.
That is so
Jump off the bench. You gotta have that
fucking
effort.
stupid.
So yeah, offsides doesn't matter, and if that dude is offsides and it has no effect on the play.
Oh, I hate that. I
yeah,
hate that so much.
Yeah, but what if the D-man's looking at him to cover him?
He wasn't though. He's going back to the fucking
It
bench.
was like halfway up the fucking bench.
You only see it in your peripheral. You never know. You're like, oh fuck, there's a guy over there. Where'd he go? I got a really easy way to get around that is don't be offside.
Wow, thanks.
Yeah, I know, I'm a little bit of a fucking nut.
Just don't hit
Little
the
nut.
goalie.
Don't hit the fucking goalie.
Billy Joe's got some little nuts too.
Just
That's
don't
all I'm
Chris
saying.
Kreider
You
the
can't
goalie.
even see him.
That's good.
Hey
How
guys, you know
you-
which team has the highest winning percentage in baseball? I'll wait.
I don't like baseball.
I'm saying it, so I'm pretty sure you know.
You know which team's going to be the biggest disappointment to Minnesota fans in baseball?
In recent
The
memory.
Wild somehow.
No, it's always the Vikings. The Wild could get eliminated 5 years in a row. Like they did. They did actually do that.
Yeah.
But the Vikings getting
Hey,
eliminated.
most teams do that.
Yeah. What about
Yes.
the epically bacon waffle Detroit
Ugh.
Red Wings?
Oh my god. The Vikings, the way the Vikings lose.
What are you doing? Let's get this game on. I want to shop.
Yeah, you could have been having them shop this whole time.
Yeah, Dial. What are you doing?
Well, we were talking about HQM and then hockey and
Now
And
get me back
tiny-
in the game. Get me back.
Tiny
Don't
Beans.
forget Tiny Wiener as
Yep,
well.
yep.
Tiny.
Why didn't he have pants on?
Probably because he's like, this is real small. I'm basically Winnie the Pooh. This is my belly button.
I'm Winnie the Pooh. Oh man.
Okay. So we will get back to the game. Navigate on over to Delver and Marcus, who's having his hand held through the
Yeah.
town.
I'm just leading him here, hand on shoulder.
What do you think you're touching right now? Billy Joel.
All right, where are you guys going?
Sorry, I couldn't
I'm just
resist.
looking around for what looks like stores. Like I'm
Okay,
just walking the streets.
You've only seen one,
Okay.
which is the Ramsdale General Store, and there's a little caption on the sign that says it's generally a store.
Ugh.
The Billy Joel genital store.
Ugh. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I'm
If
just saying.
only.
This looks like it. Come on, buddy. I feel around for something.
Should probably take all of Marcus's stuff so that he doesn't get pickpocketed.
I'm watching.
Are you?
No.
Okay, then we're going off your passive perception, which is
Alright, fine. Fine. I'll keep my eye out for Marcus's sake. Well, I was looking for a store though,
yeah, that's fine.
so I don't think I can really keep my eye on him and look around.
If you're cross-eyed, you could.
I keep checking back at him every now and then, like, yeah, he looks alright.
I assume you're holding his hand or something. Like, you
Yeah,
gotta be.
I'm, like, up against him, at least a hand on the shoulder, like, go on, like, yeah, keep walking.
Yeah, I've got both hands on him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's holding onto my arm, if anything. Like we're going to a ball.
Okay. So you guys walk into the store. This is.
Now I'm carrying you.
One of the most. Now who's whipping goals off the
Yeah,
other
now who's
guys?
dragging who up and down the fucking ice?
All right, so this is generally the most rundown store you've ever been in.
Yeah. Oh, I go. Oof.
I see what you did there, Dial. Don't worry.
It's pretty pathetic.
Oh, Lord.
Most of the stuff in here is like food, general provisioning stuff, basics that like a peasant would need to survive. Not so much things for an adventurer.
Oh, fuck. That's no good.
Or is it?
What?
It's not.
Well, there's food and such. I don't really see much that.
That's actually the name of the store, too.
Yeah.
Food and such.
You guys open? Somebody working here?
Yes, there's a middle-aged woman who kind of saunters her way over. She's a larger individual. As she gets closer, you can see there's a distinct mustache.
Oh,
Bulge.
I try real hard not to look at it. I could probably see it still, but I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna maintain eye contact.
Like a basilisk type of deal here. You had training with the basilisk, so...
Yeah. Alright, so... Yeah, anyway, I was just looking for stuff.
Yeah, anyway.
I was looking for... Marcus, maybe you should do the talking. You can't see it.
Are you just gonna sit here and stare at me the whole time, or are you gonna say anything?
Yeah, you probably don't. I was coming looking. See, I'm a bit of what you would call an adventurer. You probably tell, because of the armor and the shield, the sword, dragging a wizard around.
Yeah, I figured that as much. Yeah.
Yeah. So, you don't happen to have any potions, anything to help me on my journey?
If you want any potions, you should talk to Levin. But be aware, that dude is a bit weird.
Yeah, I know. Just came from there.
Peter.
Then why the hell would you ask me for potions?
Well, I thought maybe the last general store I was in carried potions. Nice little old lady. Sold her a trident. She couldn't really lift it. Got anything, what do you have for sale here? Is this what you see is what you get? A lot of food, it looks like.
Yeah, you're looking over at a sack of potatoes, and she says,
Yeah.
"Yep, that's a potato."
I randomly start feeling around,
Yeah.
asking how much things cost.
How much is this? As he's touching whatever.
Just knocking over glasses.
That's rhubarb.
Oh, I take a look at it. Does it look like dragon scales?
It kind of does.
You just think to yourself,
Hey, how much is this
"Good one,
rhubarb?
Henry."
How much?
Yeah, that's what I asked.
I mean, how much do you want?
Oh, what do you sell it by? Individual chunks or?
Yeah,
Weight?
one scale at a time.
Yeah, one scale at a time.
For what you got there, which is about like 2 handfuls for you.
Yeah.
I'd say probably about 10 silver.
That's what, 2 gold, 1 gold? I don't remember how much the conversion is.
There's 100 silver per gold.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought.
Wow
I thought.
rules.
Oh, I thought it was like fucking 5. Okay, You got change for a gold?
I guess.
I want to change in 1 gold for 100 silver then, because I've only got 5 silver. And then take 10
you
out
can
of
hear her like commenting
Just
under her
buy
breath,
more.
like
What?
complaining
Smells
about people with money. Don't carry any spare silver, you rich.
Hey,
Just say keep the gold. Say keep.
I need some silver.
For what?
In case I need to buy rhubarb.
You don't need to buy it now. You're gonna
Alright,
make.
here's your 100 silver.
Gonna make.
Thank you.
crab
Here's
make
10 of this. I'll
rhubarb.
take that rhubarb. So I have 95 silver on me.
Rhubarb bread.
Anything else I
Yeah.
can get for you?
Yeah, you got any flour?
Yeah, you got any flour?
She looks over at you, Marcus. Well, you are a handsome one. And she can't see it, but Tony or Marcus can't see it, but Tony, you see this smile start to the curling of the mustache as the smile comes creeping across her face.
Yeah, does he
Well,
not have his wedding
you
ring
were-
on?
I'm happily married.
You were asking
She's definitely waiting for me to get rid of this demon.
about flowers?
No,
Uh,
flour. With a U.
Like some
He
bread
doesn't
making
know how
flour.
to
Oh.
read.
Oh. You mean like to cook with?
Yeah,
He's a baker.
Oh.
all I need.
Yes.
I,
Yeah. Yes, we have flour.
How much is that?
How much do you want?
Marcus, how much flour do you want?
enough to make bread.
Yeah, how much is a bag of it?
Do I know how to make
Sack.
bread?
You do know how to make bread, yes.
You've made bread. Does he know how? He would know how much is needed, right? Like how much flour you need to make everything.
Depends on how
course,
much
he's a
bread you're
baker.
making.
Yeah.
How much flour can I hold? Can I just fill my bag with flour?
It would get heavy pretty quickly. I don't
Maybe,
really
like, how
care
about
too
one
much
little sack of
about
flour?
weight, but if you're gonna be like trying to carry like 300 pounds of shit around with you
How about,
by
how about
the
just
end, like,
a little mini, like a sack of flour, like a little sack.
I have like 3
That would
meals
kill.
worth of bread and flour.
3
sure.
breads worth of bread.
That'll be 3 silver.
There you go. I got it.
Oh, thanks.
All right. What do we need?
Hello,
Anything else?
sexy.
Do you cook anything else? I know you're a baker, but like, is there any other?
I don't know. What can we put in bread?
Well, not in bread. I was... okay. All right. Hey, you got any raisins? Cinnamon? Things like that.
No, I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Well, a raisin is a shriveled grape. And,
Excuse
know
me,
what a
what did you
grape
just
is.
call me?
You never eaten a grape? It's a fruit.
You're a fruit, bud.
Yeah. Like a dangling a vine of grapes into the emperor's mouth. I wasn't saying anything about the emperor. Do we have an emperor? I don't think so.
You fucking city folk.
You're a fruit, bud.
Everybody shits on me just because I'm like one of 3 dudes who use a sword that knows how to read in the whole world.
I'm surprised Eric didn't complain when you said everybody shits on me.
Yeah, one person shits on me, and I'm like, oh, look, everyone's a critic.
Yeah,
Do you have anything that can cure blindness?
And Eric's
We got
just
that
doing
joke,
like the
boys.
Arthur fist.
I don't know, but if you want to come into this back room, maybe I can find something.
We're kind of in a rush.
But she might have something. It sounds like she might have something to cure blindness.
Well, remember, we gotta run back, and I like go in. I whisper loudly at first. I go, remember, we gotta go back. We gotta do that, and then quietly I say, she's got a mustache. So yeah, we're kind of in a rush here. Yeah, remember.
But I don't want to be blind anymore.
Yeah, what? The blind cure is waiting. We're just as soon as we're done here, we're going back to grab it.
All right.
Hey, you got a torch?
I'll grab your hand.
Yeah, we do.
How much do those cost? I don't remember the last time. I bought
One silver per torch is fine.
Can I get? I'll take 2.
1,000. I'll pay you back for the torch if you get me a torch.
Your conscience.
That's why I got 2.
Tony,
I've already got 1, but I know we've used like 1 or 2 already.
Delver,
I'll tell you
it's
what.
me.
I'll give you
Oh yeah,
10.
what did Donovan ask me to get?
I'll give you.
Delver, it's me, your conscience. I just wanted to tell you should buy a shitload of oil with those torches, and then we can make fire bombs with it.
I don't know. I
Also,
don't
buy
remember
me a
Donovan
sword.
telling me that before I
I'll
left.
tell you what.
Oh,
For
she did once.
10. For 10 silver, I'll give you 10 torches.
And the oil.
Well, that doesn't sound like a deal compared to. All right, 10 torches.
This is oh my god, that's gotta be one of my favorite things. Oh, it's funnier than the 1 week thing. Oh my god.
Then
I
funnier
enjoyed
than
that a
all
lot too, Eric. That was really good. Just the way he so candidly was like, "Well, that doesn't sound like a deal."
Well, he said that isn't really a deal because all you said were 10 torches for 10 silver.
Yeah, he's like, well,
You
it's
just
a...
asked for 10.
Oh, holy fuck.
Never a deal at all.
She's just, it's like, yeah, it's 1 silver per torch. Hey, tell you what, I'll give you 10 torches for 10 silver. Well,
That's not a yeah, I'll take that.
yeah, that's not a deal.
I don't know why Dial and I found that
I was
so
thinking,
funny.
I was like,
The rest of you
yeah.
didn't. Dial and I are dying here, and the rest of you aren't even laughing.
I still think it's hilarious. Like,
Oh my
it's just,
god.
it's just that it's such
my
like.
whole mentality of that was like, well, yeah, it was like right away. Well, that's not a deal. And
It was just. Such
you know,
a-
I could use 10 torches. Why buy 2 when I could get 10?
It was just such like a genuine response. Like, it's like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. Like you thought about it for a split
100%
second. You're like, wait.
He didn't mean it to be
Wait a
funny.
minute.
He was literally just, that's not a deal.
Well, that's.
Plus,
Uh,
you could try to negotiate.
I don't give a shit about negotiating over silver.
oh, fuck.
Here's a
If brother-
deal.
If
Here's
Brother
10
James were here, he would be shouting at this lady over
That
there.
was
Oh my god.
that
That's
was
why he
so
doesn't
funny.
carry money. He gets very
Here's a deal.
angry.
The exact same price for more torches.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, hey, I got a great deal. How about you buy more stuff? All right. Hey, you know what? That's a
You
good.
betcha.
That's a sale. You
The
got
lady-
yourself a sale, lady.
Oh my god, that's not even a deal. Whatever.
Oh.
You need 10 torches.
That's the episode title. That's not even a deal.
Oh. It's still, I just can't believe me and Dal found that so funny. And
Yeah,
Patrick
you were
and
losing
Crab
it.
didn't even
Silent.
laugh.
I mean, it's funny.
Abs scored like right at the beginning of the period, by the way. If you guys
Oh,
didn't see
well.
that.
It's not as over as their thought. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'll buy 10 torches though. Just like asking price for.
Okay, she hands you a bundle of
fuck.
torches.
I kind of like give Marcus here. Hold these. Hold that. And we'll obviously split these up on the party when we get back, so we can all have torches again. Torches times 11. I'll write it down that I'm holding. I'm just for the sake of roleplay. Marcus is like carrying them for me, but I'll mark
Yep,
all of them
that's
in my
fine.
inventory. Got 11 torches on me right now, probably all in a bag, all just a bunch of sticks like poking out of a bag. God. Yeah, hey, how much does oil cost? You got oil?
We do have some, yes.
I think I could use a little bit of oil. Go with these torches.
How much are you looking for?
What do they come in? A flask?
Flash, that's 1 pint. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Signed your conscience.
Yeah.
love your
The
comment.
Raven Queen's saying some interesting stuff to me.
That would be 1 silver, Tony.
Oh, it's
Tell you
1
what,
silver?
though.
Oh shit! How
For
many
a
of these can I
pint of
carry?
oil.
Tell you what, for 10,
Yeah.
you could have it for
Yeah.
10 silver. Oh, God.
How much could I carry? Would you say?
I mean, they're flasks, so it's not super easy to carry a bunch of them.
Yeah. So like, what do you think? 5 at the most?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
I'll fucking give me 6 of them. The
Give me
max I
like,
can carry.
give me like 9.
So
I'm
I can
gonna.
only
Yeah, this is
carry,
something
like,
else. I'm gonna be
6.
split. Yeah, I'm gonna split off these flasks too. Obviously, like each of us will
Alright,
carry one.
you
or
got
whatever,
5?
but,
I'm gonna drink.
yeah, I'll
I'm gonna drink it.
Oh
if
yeah,
you
yeah, I'll
give
get
it to
5.
me.
I'll get 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink a flask if you give it to me.
Okay, 77 silver left of my silver pile that I just changed in a gold for.
Looking like a dragon.
Our. Oh hey, you got any? One last thing. You got any like snacks? Like trail mix, beef jerky.
How about a potato? Picks up a raw potato and just takes a bite out of it.
Granola.
Oh,
This is your other conscience.
yeah.
Granola.
These voices in my head are rough today. But yeah,
Granola.
yeah, any granola stuff to carry? Why ask for trail mix? That's got.
No,
Most of the-
overnight oats.
Most of the food we sell
Oatmeal,
tends
oats.
to be not like pre-made, ready to eat. It's mostly ingredients.
What
We,
are you
we
eating?
do have
Stuck in
oats.
that
We do have
potato.
oats.
You got oats? Oats
We
it
do.
is. I want a little bag of that
You want
handheld.
to pouch that?
Yeah, yes, please.
All right.
In a mason
I'm
jar.
glad I have
A
push
mason
to
jar. In a mason jar.
What?
Tony,
It's the
that's-
only way to eat overnight oats.
How much is it?
1 silver.
1 silver?
Mason jar.
Alright.
Mason jar.
Oh my god. Oh.
Your voices are telling you to buy oats, and my voices are
This
telling me
is-
to kill the
This
shopkeeper.
is Crab's demon is talking to
Yeah.
Mason jar.
Delver's voices are actually pretty helpful. They're like, hey, you make fireball. Hey, there's food.
You got the 2 possessed people going to buy stuff.
Do you hear this voice too?
Yeah.
Maybe
Sidebar
not
real
that
quick.
particular.
I'm glad
voice,
I have push to talk because I keep just thinking of what Tony says and I just start giggling just out of oh my god. I can't. It's so funny to me and I don't know why. Like oh my god.
Mason jar.
I have the urge to buy oats.
Would I know that the mason jar is the only way to eat oats? Instant oats?
Overnight
there
oats.
are no mason jars, Tony.
Oh.
Yeah,
How
there
about
are.
a jar of pickles?
There are no pickles here.
There's no
There's
jars of
There's
anything.
no mason jars were like invented like a billion years.
Well, yeah,
ago.
but this
this
is like
is
a
on the
crap.
road.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Patrick's hating it like oh my god.
She's got a big.
Pretty much all the containers of things here are like disposable, like
Yeah.
throwaway stuff. There's not glass. There's not.
I think we're
No
done.
glass. Okay, I'm
Unless you
gonna.
gotta say, what's this?
How
What's the
about a
deal with the day? You got
file?
a special on before we go? Any last? I'm just wondering.
How about a file?
What are you hoping to get a special on?
Oh, I know. I just thought maybe this was one of those stores that every day it's like, oh, here's the item of the day.
Are you kidding? You're the customer of the day.
I assume potatoes are usually the deal of the day.
She's still holding the potato in her hand. Takes another bite out of it.
Ugh.
Yep, she says with a mouthful of raw potato.
The potato sounds good. Why don't we get the potato?
Not that potato.
Not that. Can I have a?
Crab wants
I'll
to
get
make
my
potato bread.
Own. I want to get my own potato and grab it. Yeah, I'll get 2. What's that? A silver each?
No, actually, 25 copper each.
So less.
Here's-
Get 4. Just get
Yeah,
4.
4 potatoes. I'm just holding them in my hands too.
Okay.
Like just fucking-
A bunch of potatoes.
Yeah, here's a copper. Or silver.
Gold-
Silver.
silver.
Here's a silver. I put it in the food bag. Wherever we put the food, the bread. There's no waste. This voice in my head is driving
Tell you
me
what, I'll
insane.
give you 8 potatoes for 2 silver.
Well, no, I can't carry any more potatoes. I'm all full.
Your
Thanks.
big,
Might be back.
strong friend over here could carry them.
I'm just like, remember
Tony,
my
she's got this disgusting smile on her face right now.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
I'm just holding my arms out ready for Tony to give me
That's
stuff.
pretty jacked up.
Yeah. It's like I grab Marcus and lead him along. Like, all right, come on, we're going. It's like, all right,
Come
well,
on,
thank you, ma'am. Oh,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Come back soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she was nice.
Let's go.
That's something.
Let's go back.
She did smell nice. She didn't smell bad. Just
Grab, you
was-
mark the 4 potatoes and the bread and the flour, all that stuff. Like if you want to, you can carry all the food stuff. I'm my guy. Wouldn't really have a use for a raw potato, because he's not snacking into one like an apple.
A raw file of a potato. Ooh, nice big picture of a potato. Dang. We love to see the big potato pictures.
All right. Did we get back? I assume nothing eventful. I hope.
You
On the way
make
back,
your
I'm
way
really
back.
keeping an eye for pickpockets now. Now I'm paranoid.
You just hear me going, buddy, you suck at this.
Mason jar.
Give me
It's
a
like
mason
it's
jar.
like red rum. You're standing there wiggling your finger. Mason jar. And I look in the mirror and backwards. It's just murder. It's not even doesn't even make sense.
Your nose is just bleeding all over the place.
Yeah. Man, I wish this would stop happening.
Well, stop looking at anime girls and it might.
Well, it just sprays out when
Oh!
That's disgusting.
So you make your way back, and as you show up, you see Donovan and James arguing about what qualifies as the basics of sword fighting and what
Of
to teach.
CQC?
I say the Phantom Menace sucked more.
That's wrong.
No, yeah, it is wrong. Attack of the Clones sucks more.
Yeah.
Anyway, I walking back. Hey, guys, I got some stuff here. Everybody take 2 torches.
Out! I smell out!
Yeah.
Levin.
Yeah. Here you go.
Is that oil?
Tobacco.
Is that oil?
Levin walks over and starts picking up torches. Oh, well, thank you.
That was kind of for the party. You can have one.
No, that's okay.
You can have one if you want. I
No,
have an extra one.
no,
Listen,
that's
listen.
that's
I was
okay.
being a little hard. I was being a little hard on you there. You did a good job. Have one of my torches.
No, that's okay.
It's a sword fighting torch.
Levin.
well.
The lady in the town. I was looking for simple healing potions. She said you're the one with everything. Do you sell items? Would we be able to buy?
Well, I'm not much of an alchemist, but I do brew my own potions. Yes.
So you're a home brewer.
So you're an alchemist.
Oh god.
So you're
Well,
a homebrew
I mean,
character.
I do all of my brewing at home.
You
Yes,
do?
that is.
This guy do.
Also, everybody, here, Henry, hold out your hands, and I give him a flask and 2 torches.
I do
In fact, no, I
No,
don't.
don't do that.
Thank you. I'll put this in my bag.
Yeah, okay, I took it all.
Is this
Hand him the
medicine?
flask
Yeah, but
and 2 lit
everybody add a flask and 2 torches to your inventory because I just got all that.
It's a flask of oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, oil flask.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not an empty flask.
Is this
No,
piss
here
on
you
the
go.
rocks?
No, do not drink that. That's oil.
Ah, right. Is that
Tony
oil
lights
for
the
the bread?
torches and hands us a flask of oil. with a
Levin
lit
says,
torch.
yes, don't drink oil. Yes.
He's not a doctor.
I thought you weren't a doctor. How do you know? No.
This guy, I can guarantee he's not a doctor. I can
Wait.
tell.
Wait,
Right?
Levin.
Yes.
I was given a letter a while back about picking up some goods. I couldn't find these goods, and I wonder if you could look at this little letter that has the necessary stuff on it, and see if you could fetch some
let-
for me.
Let me see.
You're gonna
Good
have to get it out of my
thinking,
bag.
Tooch.
I don't know. I don't really know how to. I'm pretty blind, remember? So you'll have to rummage through there and find it.
Here, I'll get it for you. No, I can go to get it.
It's in there
Okay.
somewhere. I may have poured the oil on it. I don't know.
The oil
It's
is
a
not poured on it.
real
You do
good
find it.
point of thinking.
Okay, good. I put it in my bag fine then.
Okay, so
See,
you
I'm getting used to being blind.
you pull out the list of ingredients here, Hatrick, and hand it off to Levin. I can get you this, but it might take me a little bit to get it all together. So why don't we agree that I will get you this when you return from your journey to find the tower?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's beautiful. This is no pressure, but my marriage is at stake with this list.
I'm not much of a marriage counselor, but I will do my best.
Yeah, remember that invite as well. That's your reward. If you can get
Plus
these.
the money.
Well, yes.
Plus the money.
Even if it's been a couple hours, it's probably really early, isn't it? Like, it must be before noon still.
Yeah, it is.
Because we would have gotten up at like 7, maybe.
Yeah, it's probably about 11 o'clock in the morning right now.
Oh, let's go get this stuff in this thing. And other stuff.
Get the stuff
well,
in the thing and other
wait,
stuff.
after these two are
Oh
cured
yeah.
of their ailment.
Can you make my friends be able to?
Right. Yes. Let us go check on how this came out. And he walks inside. Wait here. Steps inside of the awkward little hut, and comes out afterwards with 2 cups, pretty shitty, like wooden cups, that are almost more bowl shaped than anything else.
Weed.
Both filled with this like thick black fluid,
Same.
and you can see he's kind of smelling it. Ooh. I think this should do the trick.
You said think.
And he hands a bowl to each of the 2 blind members of the party. Taking a look at this, you could see that it has the consistency of like closer to jello than liquid, and it does not have like a reflection in it. Nothing. It's just like staring into a gelatinous void.
Well, Levin, you may not be a doctor, but if you can cure my friend's blindness, you're my new best friend.
This guy's pretty much a doctor.
Do I put it in my eyes?
No. You need to ingest it, ideally through your mouth.
Is it a suppository?
Well, I can't say that I've ever tried it. If you would like to.
I am the master of the gentle fist.
Hey,
so
look, Henry, Marcus, you guys are gonna want to eat it, and if that doesn't work, then suppository. Because if you suppository and it doesn't work, you don't want to eat it.
We'll go half suppository, half eating.
I am the master of the gentle fist, so I can help you guys out.
Okay, I'm walking outside.
Okay, Jen, is there any chance you could pour it in there and then I eat the rest after?
Just try eating it. My new best friend
Eat?
says that you're supposed to eat it. And
Wait, eat first?
Yeah,
eat it.
Just eat it all. Just eat it all. Just like if Santa Claus had $1 million, you gotta just.
All right, I guess I'll scoop some of the potion into my mouth, some of the jello into my mouth.
Okay. As soon as it touches your tongue, it starts to dissolve into almost like a pure liquid that is very minty in flavor. You expected it to be kind of awful, but it's actually not. It's for those that enjoy mint anyway. It's actually not bad.
I'm a hugest fan of mint, but I'm not drinking it, so.
You guys should try this.
This is gonna send Henry back to his
I don't think we should try the potion if we don't need it.
You want some?
I don't. I'm against just drinking a potion for the
I
taste.
do,
That seems like a bad health strategy.
I
think
do
you need
want
all of it.
some, but I think you need all of it.
All right.
I'm gonna let it slowly just trickle down my throat. It's so
It's
nice.
very interesting.
You gonna have more after that, or are you gonna stop
Oh yeah,
with that?
I'm going for all of it.
Okay. All right.
Just
So
taking a
you
while 'cause
you
he's
down it.
doing
I'm just doing it very just like sexually.
Okay.
I don't
You
like
down it
that.
in a very seductive manner. Marcus, how are you doing?
A little less sexually.
It's dribbling down
Okay.
my.
Forty
my
Not
Okay.
throat.
intentionally. Not intentionally sexual.
Alright.
40% less.
As you both drink it down, shortly after, you both notice a very strong burning sensation in your chest that grows and grows and grows. I need Constitution saving throws from both of you.
I think I'm going to die.
Well, we're all gonna die.
Gotta be more specific.
Like when?
Oh, soon by those Constitution.
Yeah,
saving
it's
throws.
based on what I'm seeing. It's gonna be soon.
Okay.
Has anybody got some Gava scum? This is
You
need
both
some
take
Pepto.
9 points of, I guess it would be piercing damage. That it really
Fire
matters.
damage. This is burning.
9 points of damage and collapse onto the ground.
Yeah, do burning so I can do absorb.
Absorb elements.
On the burning sensation when I pee.
So you guys, the rest of you see this as they sort of just collapse on the ground here
Huh.
and are now not really writhing in pain, but very seriously in discomfort. And Levin looks totally nonchalant about this.
Okay, I don't. If he seems cool about it, I don't go to help anybody.
I just look at Levin and I go, yo, is this chill?
I may, as I've said, I'm not much of an alchemist. I may have made it a little strong.
I gotta make sure their eyes work.
They should be fine.
I kind of like lean down
I
in front of
think.
them, waving my hand in front of their face, whichever one's closest.
You can still see the cloudiness in their eyes that you saw originally the first time you were inspecting
Yeah,
them.
okay. Yeah, instead of waving my hand, I'm like holding their eyelids open, looking straight at their eyes, like right up close. Like, yeah, that's still not looking good. You have any idea when this is gonna kick in?
A couple more minutes go by, and
I'm still looking.
at this point, the pain has subsided for both of you. Vision is not back yet, though.
Oh shit. Well, at least the pain stopped, right?
The pain that started because they wanted their blindness cured and it's not cured yet. Yeah.
When does it start working?
I clap in his face, real loud. Just.
He's not deaf, he's blind.
Oh yeah. Did it help?
Levin walks up to Henry, who's climbing to his feet, looks into his eyes, and then gives Henry a big smack across the face. Upon which, Henry, your vision starts to return to you.
Oh,
Oh! I smacked Marcus in the face.
Okay.
hit me harder.
Marcus, your vision starts to return as well.
All right.
Hit
Oh,
me
man.
harder. Daddy, hit me
The
harder.
cloudiness in your eyes is replaced with darkness and fire.
But I think
Why'd you
that's-
hit me?
I think that's normal.
Yeah.
I think
Ow.
that's normal. Perfect.
I think he's back. His eyes are. Oh yeah, sorry. I don't know. He smacked Henry. You didn't see it. I promise that's what happened.
Okay, well, now that you are both good to go, I will work on getting all the requirements for your list here, and we will discuss again when you return.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, I know it's not much of a fair deal for you in this scenario, but if we die, like TPK, could you send that to a guy named Ledger in Durnhold?
I can attempt to get that sent there. Yes.
All right, yeah, that's all I had. But don't do it unless you know for sure we're all dead.
I run and hug
Oh,
this guy.
okay. I will wait until I see that you are dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
so should we pay you now? Because it
We don't
seems
pay.
fair to pay him now for that if it's getting
We're
sent.
paying him by going into a dangerous
Oh,
swamp and then retrieving an
Oh,
artifact.
Oh yeah. By the way, healing potions. Got any? Got any for sale?
For sale.
Uh,
We might need them for free if we're gonna go into that swamp.
Maybe you give us a deal at least.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10.
I'm sure this guy
10
is
for
notorious.
10. Yeah.
I'm sure this guy is notorious for his deal-making skills.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. I bet you get a good deal on this guy, James.
I'm a bit of a
I-
deal maker
I
myself.
could provide you with healing potions. Yes.
So, what you?
Yeah. What are you thinking here? I mean, I did teach you how to swing that
Just-
sword around a little bit.
Yeah. Let me go see what I have in stock.
Appreciate it.
Okay. He comes back and he has 3 different potions in his hands. All look roughly the same, though there is slight variation to the color, all different shades of red. So these are the health potions that I have attempted to brew recently. I have 3 of them right now.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will give them to you each for 10 gold each.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Well,
Unless they make us go
Okay.
blind because it's like moonshine.
okay, that sounds fair, right? 10
Yeah.
gold, 10 gold each. And I'm like pretending to walk away, and like sort of looking back to see if he tries to stop me. I don't know about 10 gold. I mean, is that your drop dead best price?
Well, I mean, yeah. That is what I would typically sell these for. Um,
We're new best friends though. Is 10 gold all as good as you can do for your new best friend?
well, considering that I did cure the blindness of your other friends, I feel as though that
9 gold
that-
each.
Nine.
uh,
9 gold.
Yeah, I could do 9 gold each.
All right, here you go.
I spit in my hand and then I put it out in front of me.
Okay. Who's paying for it, Delver?
Yeah. Hey, who wants to split it? 9 from 3 of us, huh?
Hey,
Nobody?
I was the one who negotiated it, so. And I also don't carry money.
All right. Okay, I'm down to 360. I'll pay for it. 27.
Delver, go ahead and mark that off. You have 3 experimental health potions.
Experimental. Okay, I give one to. I've got a healing potion.
I've got a healing potion as well.
You still have yours too. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give them to those 3 then.
hmm
Each of Donovan, Henry, and Marcus each have 1 experimental healing potion. Because I've still got my one that's tried and true.
That's right. You still never used that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've used mine either. Because I can heal myself.
You and Henry both used yours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe you did too. I don't remember, but
No,
I know I
I-
still have mine. I made.
I
a
keep
note.
healing myself with my ability, but I've never used that potion before.
I'm hanging on to it in case somebody goes down, because that's the only way I can heal somebody.
Yeah, same. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Levin. We'll
Yeah.
get on that
Yep,
right now.
yep.
We'll see you. I really hope we'll see you soon.
I am sure that we will. I
Oh,
have.
do you have any idea at all direction, like north of the swamp, south, west. Not
You
close
said
to
middle
Lake
of the
Tacos,
swamp.
preferably.
Middle
Just
of the
middle.
swamp.
Uh,
Well,
the, so you'd want, I assume, to go towards the heart of the swamp, which would be north of here. Yeah. Yes.
Sweet.
So wait, not the way we came from?
No.
Okay.
You
Alright.
came in the west side of the
Yeah,
swamp.
we came in west. So okay, I
and
thought we had to go back that way.
Uh,
like,
No, there's gonna be some
well,
new stuff in
You
I
that.
think
guys,
Henry would have a better idea where it is than this guy would.
yeah, Henry's a
probably.
fucking super genius.
there ain't paths for you to walk on either. So,
You got any tips? Any what's up there? What might be waiting
Tricks
for
of the
us?
trade.
just watch where you're looking. One
Oh.
and two.
I don't
If
wanna
anything
I don't wanna
seems
fight any more of those.
suspicious, there's a reason for that. And lastly, stick together.
Yep.
Like my bed sheets. Got it.
Ugh.
Before,
Ooh.
before we head out on this journey, I got one more quick stop back at Grub's Tavern.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't mind. going
Because
there.
whoever stabbed you might be following us. So.
Well, yeah.
probably
Oh,
not a bad
oh,
idea.
that'd be cool. Lead him into a death trap. That'd be nice.
Oh no, I just meant if Grub figured it out.
Oh yeah.
we
Well,
won't
maybe he
have to
found
fight
something out.
that guy. Yeah, we won't have to fight him in the swamp. Better to fight him here and now. Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right. As we're leaving, I grab Tony's hand again.
No, we're done.
Okay, chain up, just like we practiced.
Chain up.
and I
Everybody
grabbed
grab a
it.
hold. Everybody got a hold of the rope. We're still running this plan from Prison Break, Plan C.
Avs are eliminated off a bad offsides back.
Did they get beat?
3-2 final.
Yep.
Should have been 3-3. Going to OT.
All right, you guys are going back to Grub's Tavern.
Yeah,
It's
just
about
real
noon.
quick. Okay, it's noon. Is it like bustling with activity?
Not as busy as it was the other night, but it's
Shit,
decently
but there's
busy.
people. Okay. This is the reason I went here for. But I will ask Grub because you guys are smarter. I'm gonna. Hey, Grub, what's up? Real quick. I kind of lead Henry and Marcus to the table and go, oh, sorry.
Whoa, what's this place?
Oh yeah, we were in here. That's Grub. Check him.
Whoa,
He's
he's so big.
yeah.
Go
That
give
guy
him a hug.
served me.
Yeah.
Go give him a hug. He loves hugs.
I don't.
Grub. Grub.
We just all run up to him and hug him.
I don't hug them, but I also walk up and say, "Hey, Grub," while they're hugging them. I assume all like hugging legs and such,
Yeah.
wherever there's openings.
Like waste, but yeah.
Yeah. I say,
I'm
Grub,
holding
hey,
his-
so I suppose you didn't hear or see anything about anybody cloak dagger, any shape shifting weird stuff.
Not that I've seen so far, my friend.
Didn't think so. Looking around here, there like it's not like packed, but there's a bunch of. Are they like? These guys look like they could probably fight. Like any of these guys in here, like they look like scoundrels of the sorts.
Not really.
Damn.
No, most of the people in this town don't appear to be.
Well, I figured maybe one of them's a traveler. There's got to be like some tourist in here.
Yeah, there's like one or two that look like they could hold their own, but for the most part, it's mostly like just kind of mediocre peasants.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty mean.
Hey, Grub, do you mind if I make a brief scene? Maybe get one of your tables dirty.
I
I
mean,
got
clean it
stabbed.
up.
go for it. Go for it.
We'll clean
I
it up
I
after.
jump up on a table, and I excuse me, everyone in here. Sorry to disturb you from your afternoon drink.
Delight-
There's a deal going on at the general store.
Yeah. First of all, you can get 10 torches for 10 silver.
That's a terrible deal.
No,
I just got 10 for 5 silver.
some of us, our hardy adventuring party, as we are called. Sorry, guys. We're heading up north into the swamp, looking for a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Anybody wants to come? Maybe make some money. We'd be, maybe somebody wants to do that. get a vacation from the boring lives that are just sitting here waiting for the next player characters to stumble in?
Nobody says anything until somebody says, "Piss off."
Hey!
Hmm.
I can see you now. I can see you. I remember your face.
You don't want to go up and fight some swamp things? Come on. Somebody's got to want to fight some swamp things.
Maybe if you have a death wish, says another.
Well, yeah, who's got a death wish?
Let's just get out of here.
Bodak
Come on,
breaks
let's
down the door. What?
Yeah, where's Dirk Driftwood? He should be chilling somewhere.
And that's when Tony and I are playing two characters in one.
Yeah. All right. I hop off. I say, all right, more for us. I hop off. Say, well, that didn't work. Hey, where's Slartius? He's got to be working. I know he's
No.
working.
Oh, he's not gonna go.
He's coming.
Let's-
He's coming.
Let's go. Let's
No,
go.
This,
Let's
we
go.
do not have
One
to
more
bother
crack.
Slar.
I'm taking one more crack. It's Slartius.
Slartius is towards the back watching all this happen.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Wait, before he goes
Hey,
up, before
hey.
he goes up, I do the thing from the Gillette commercial, like put my hand on his chest and like Slartius walks by him and he goes to like talk to him and I put my hand on his chest and like nod no at him.
So you're the black guy.
Yeah, I'm a black guy.
Slartius. One last
No,
adventure
no,
for old time's sake.
no,
It's nice and safe. I
No,
guarantee you're
I'm
safe.
nodding no at you.
At me. Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
But we could have a healer.
We have a healer.
No, we don't.
Let's
I can
go.
heal a little bit.
Yeah, let's
I
go.
think-
We
I
got
think
two
I'm on
healers. We got two healers. Let's go.
Slartius, would you inspire us before we go real quick?
We're
Go,
not gonna be-
get her done.
For all we know, we run into something an hour into the forest. Right?
whatever. Okay, let's go.
Does he inspire us?
If you want to sit
The
and
song.
listen to a
Yeah, I wanna-
performance from him,
Yeah,
yes, you may
let's
do
do that
that.
real quick.
All right, now you have to sing.
I'm getting up there and
You
singing
mean-
with him
you
at
mean
some
I
point.
sing? No, you have to sing. It's only fair.
We're doing like the ska band thing where he like starts singing.
It's like
and
the more
everyone-
people. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone starts singing.
He starts singing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight." Boy.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the basilisk sleeps tonight.
Okay, good enough. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm getting up and doing the high notes too while he's doing it.
Single tear comes down my face.
Yeah. I'm glad I could see this. Yeah, I assume Slartius is doing that part and playing the instrument.
No,
now.
that's Brother James.
Oh, that's Brother Jan. Well, that's the monk Jan. That's the famous monk Jan.
Okay. Let's.
There's a lady.
All right, you guys making your way out of the?
Yeah. With inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, what's that? What is Bardic Inspiration? D6?
You get a D4.
Oh,
D4
no.
for an hour.
Sweet
Let's
stuff.
go.
Okay.
There's a little boy named Harvey Weinstein.
There's a
Wants to
lady
find
shore. All that
Hey, according to Doug, he
glitters
wasn't
is
even
gold.
that bad.
And she's buying a
But
stairway
I'm a
to
Malaysian
heaven.
boy.
Eric's really going for it
Where
now.
where she know? I'm not doing
All right, we're gonna call this session there
Yep.
for the
Oh.
night.
I thought if we went enough, we could go in.
Well, I'm
Friday
sure
we
Crab
were
would
picking it
wanna
up.
go to sleep.
I
Oh
wanna
yeah,
go
we're
to
playing
bed,
Friday.
too.
Can everybody make Friday?
I can make Friday.
Yeah, I
I
can make Friday,
Oh,
but
I
I'll make
don't,
Friday.
I don't think I can make
I'll
Friday.
probably,
Oh
probably,
no!
Fuck.
My brother graduates on Friday.
Ah, fuck your brother.
Well, or don't.
Yeah, you
but
have to do that on Thursday so that you can play on Friday.
yeah, come on, Eric.
I can play.
Come on.
I can play
I
tomorrow.
can play.
but-
I can play tomorrow.
I can play
I
tomorrow.
cannot play tomorrow.
Dial.
Oh,
Come
see,
on.
there you go.
Dial.
Saturday?
Make
I
time.
thought we were
Okay.
playing
No,
Saturday.
Titch can't. Titch
No,
can't
not
do Saturday.
Saturday.
Sunday.
Just
Not
kidding.
here
Sunday's Mother's Day.
Monday. Oh yeah, Sunday is Mother's Day.
Monday I can do.
Monday and Wednesday.
I can double up next week.
Yeah, we can double up next week.
Can anybody not do Monday next week?
Monday?
I guess should be
One
good for Monday.
sec.
Usually I'm good for Fridays because I work in the morning, but my brother's graduation is that day, so I can't.
What?
No, I can't do Monday.
Oh
Tuesday.
my god.
Tuesday, next Tuesday.
Graduate in the
14th.
afternoon, I don't know.
Next Tuesday.
Wait, he
I-
graduates in the afternoon. You're telling me you're not gonna be back?
He
Next,
might.
next
Yeah.
Tuesday is
Exact time.
the next Tuesday is
see.
the HQM
I
draft.
could probably do. No, I could probably do Monday. I can't do the Tuesday though.
Yeah,
Well, hold on.
Tuesday's the
Eric
draft.
might.
Tish.
Hey,
Do the Monday though.
Eric might be able to make Friday. It sounds like there's a chance.
The
So,
problem with
It's
the
either
problem
at
with Friday-
10:30 in the morning or 3 in the afternoon.
The problem
I'm
with
assuming
Friday
we're going
for
to the
me-
3. Actually, let's see.
I can
So-
do the Friday. I can't stay up too late on the Friday because I've got to get up quite early for the Villa game. It's like a 12:30.
Maybe it wouldn't be a
That's
bad
not bad.
idea to plan for Friday. So if Eric can play, we can do it. But if we
yeah, I
can't
say,
do
and then if we
Monday-
can't, if you
Yeah.
can't make Friday, then we start looking at Monday, Tuesday, whatever.
Yep. Yep, Monday would be the option.
Okay.
Yeah, Monday.
Because Tuesday's the HQM draft, so that's not gonna work.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, Eric and Guy can't make that, can't they?
The odds aren't looking great.
Guy didn't say anything about it. Eric.
Guy told me he couldn't make that.
Okay, well he needs to tell
that,
me that.
Make that like Thursday,
The
like draft. Yeah, because like if then the games are just it doesn't
I
matter.
mean, I'll move it if we need to. Just nobody
Yeah.
has said other than Eric that they can't make it. So,
No.
and Eric's a maybe anyway.
Just like Friday.
Well,
What do
I'm
you,
scheduled for work. It's just probable I can't make it because I have to get out of work and do
yeah,
it.
you don't want to do that. Fucking draft.